Foothill football fans from up and down Highway 49 and down into the Sacramento Valley. Pete Dufour along with Matt Folsom, and we hope soon Ric Willaby will be joining us as we are live from Placer High School Lefevre Stadium and Auburn, California. And we have a good ball game for you tonight. It's second round playoff action. It's the number 3 seed, the Placer Hillmen, who were runners-up in the Pioneer Valley League, taking on the runner-up team in the Motherlode League, the Calaveras Indians, Redskins rather, the team that was a surprise at the playoffs because as a number 7 seed, they had traveled to Dixon, and they beat the Dixon Rams last week on their home turf down there in Dixon. The score was 18-14. They held off a rally at the end to win that one.
You never know what you're going to get with a team like the Redskins. They wouldn't be here if they couldn't compete. So 7-4 overall, 4-1 league record, and then the big upset over Dixon. They wouldn't be here if they didn't deserve to be there.
The field itself, great job by the tarp crew from made up of dads and coaches with the junior Hillman program, and Jim Gray out there leading the efforts. And don't count the Calaveras Redskins out. I mean, they got a program that has been in the playoffs again 13 years in a row. So no walk in the park for anybody tonight. This is the playoff. This is playoff action. And don't think that Joey Montoya has not reminded his team a few times about the fact that this team in red and white tonight, the opponent is Placer just a year ago. Both the Calaveras Redskins and the Placer Hillmen are on the field. The Redskins warming up in their white jerseys with cardinal red pants, red numbers with some gold trim to them, silver helmets, nice looking uniforms.
Yeah, they look nice.
Calaveras at Placer, the Redskins versus the Hillmen, coming up on AM 950 KAHI.
Hi, I'm Larry Ingersoll, Chief Title Officer and Manager of Placer Title in Grass Valley. Welcome to Placer Title's new office at 380 Sierra College Drive, Suite 100, Grass Valley. Placer Title's been in Nevada County since 1995 and has supported all the local athletic and especially minor football. So remember to look for Placer Title at our new home on Litton Hill near Sierra College at 380 Sierra College Drive, Suite 100, Grass Valley.
Welcome to Citizens Bank of Northern California. Hi, I'm Gary Gall, President and CEO. At Citizens Bank, we like to take the mystery out of banking. Started 15 years ago by community leaders, Citizens Bank has grown to 7 branches to serve you. We at Citizens Bank all want to congratulate our sports teams for a job well done. The athletes, coaches, and their families. And we wish you the best of luck in the postseason. Citizens Bank of Northern California. Your community, your bank.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum welcome you to their Grass Valley location. Using technology, Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum offer complete eye examinations and can treat any eye condition. They then fill your prescription and grind your lenses in-house, offering a wide selection of frames and contacts. Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum, protecting your most precious gift of sight. 360 Sierra College Drive, Grass Valley.
Gold and silver are more important as a part of your investment portfolio more now than ever before. There's inflationary pressures. China alone could push the gold price more than double from $1,000 to $2,000 an ounce. Hi, my name is Jason Hommel and welcome to the JH Mint. Here at the JH Mint we have all sorts of gold and silver. We have about 200 ounces of gold. We have about 20,000 ounces of silver or more in stock. We also assay or scrap gold jewelry and placer gold, and we will be here for all of your gold and silver investing needs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
A lot of brooms, a lot of effort, a lot of people walking around with soggy feet right now, taking that tarp off and getting this field as ready as it can be. There is a brown streak down the middle, and I remember in years past, in the old Miller Johnson days and before, when you were lucky if you didn't have a big brown streak between each of the hash marks all the way. Right now there's a couple of spots where that brown spot is kind of wide and almost gets to the hash marks on both sides in the middle there, but then the rest of it is in pretty good shape. It's still pretty green. The field drains pretty well, but there are a couple of very slick spots, and it will be interesting to see these two offenses work. We mentioned Calaveras likes to go with the fly offense, and that means they'll always have a wide out, kind of a slot guy who will be racing toward the quarterback along the line of scrimmage with every snap. And they'll have split backs behind him. There's a lot of misdirection, a lot of counter plays that they run off of that. And I imagine with their big fullback, Jake Fisher, number 40, you'll see a lot of straight ahead running, as he was very successful with that last week. And some say, despite the loss to Lincoln, and Lincoln is the best team until they are defeated, a lot of people feel that Placer has the best shot at winning this section championship because of all of the weapons they have. And we're ready to kick off, and the Indians are going to beg your pardon, the Redskins are going to kick off first, and they kick off, and a fair catch is called for and caught by Caleb Mitchell on the far side of the field at about the 34-yard line. So right away the Redskins don't want to kick deep to the dangerous return tandem of Cameron Southward and Asher Gottsmer, but the Hillmen will have the ball first. They'll start out at their own 34-yard line. They're running from our left to our right. The Hillmen in the green uniforms with the gold numerals. Colin Burnett in from the sidelines. The Hillmen start with Southward split to the left. And in motion this way is Dyer, but the give is to, it's a fumble, and it's fumbled forward. I think it was Turney that fumbled it forward, and he got the first down, or very close to it. Looks like enough for the first down. They signaled 2, but that's a first down. And the Hillmen get a break right off the bat.
Absolutely. Josh Turney taking the initial handoff right up the middle. Got about 5 yards on first down, but fumbled it on the hit. Went ahead about 6 more.
Nice job, Josh. If you're a Hillman fan, a fortuitous bounce. Back to pass, Burnett looking for a man out here on the sideline, and it's Southward, and Southward has the catch. Nice grab, way to get the feet down, and I think he's maybe just shy of the first down, a pickup of about 9 yards. Beautiful throw by Colin Burnett, as it was just right on the money, and Southward getting the feet down, a pickup of 9 and 2 plays, 19 yards for the Hillmen. In motion, Gottsmer, he gets the handoff around the far side, cuts it inside. He's got the first down. Not a bunch more than that, though, because the Redskins are all over him. Monty Wilson being one of the guys on defense, along with Ben Kirsten. And Monty Wilson's a name we're going to call a lot on offense here in just a little bit. But 1st and 10 for the Hillmen. That's their second first down of the night. Back to pass is Burnett. Looks to left, now looks to the right, now looks to run. Gets it up the field past the original line of scrimmage and down to about the 42-yard line. So it'll be second down and about 8, we'll call it.
That was a planned screen pass, and unfortunately for the Hillmen, the Redskins had that snuffed out and nowhere to go. Burnett had to eat it, and he gained a couple yards on that. Second down and 8. I like this Calaveras defense. They played tight on the pass. They had good coverage, and they seem to have good team speed on D.
They're showing a 5-2 and actually bringing 8 men up to the box. Here is Dalton Dyer coming around the near side, and he gets across the 40 down to the 35-yard line. He may have a first down, and he does. He's down to the 33, and another first down for the Placer Hillmen.
Oh. Good running by Dalton Dyer. Had some blockers out there in front of him, and that was the last couple yards that were all Dalton.
Nice to see Dalton running hard. He sometimes appears, at least to this non-football coach, to get a little tentative sometimes when he gets out there facing contact, but not that time. He ran hard, and he is a heck of a ball player. Now 3 backs in the backfield behind Burnett. Clem is the tight end on the right side. And the give is to Gottsmer. He'll go outside, puts a fake on, and now turns the corner and gets down to about the 30-yard line before he is stopped there. Putting the defensive pressure on the far side, Ty Sewell.
5'10", 177. Good speed, though. It's not often that you see Asher Gottsmer get strung out all the way to the sideline. 4-yard pickup.
Big pickup, though, 4 yards. It looked like he was going to be stopped. He put a good move on Sewell and then was able to get outside. And now back to pass is Burnett again. He'll going to find out if they can throw. Burnett says, to heck with that, I'll run. No, now I'll throw it. And he completes it to Clem at the 16-yard line for a first down. What a great job by Colin Burnett. I think that's the first time I've seen him this year take off and run and then pull up and throw the ball.
And initially, great coverage by that Redskins defense, and Burnett decided that he was going to run, got to the line of scrimmage, and wide open, Josh Clem for the 20-yard pickup and another first
great
down.
Presence to look downfield, and you're right, the Redskins had that defensive coverage at first. They just didn't hold on to it long enough. The give is up the middle to Turney. Turney is moving forward down to about the 6-yard line, so it'll be second down and goal from there, about the 6-yard line. The first down was granted just right at the 10. Mike Duda over on the box on the far side, back in action, recently retired from Placer High School. Did the senior project program for many years. That's his idea. Now the give to Gottsberg. He's going around the left side, and he's horse-collared down at about the 12-yard line. They grabbed the jersey, pulled it right out, the shoulder pads right out from underneath, and the tackle was made by Jack Carlisle, who also plays offensive line for the Redskins.
Wow, and you got two guys, the blocking back out there in front of Asher, and Asher Gossamer took two guys down. Just was not going to let Gossamer go down.
Carlisle and Ben Kirsten in the middle of that defensive line. Back to pass, Burnett now looking for the end zone. The ball is incomplete. The official on the near side fell down. And what do we have? We have a flag? What do we have?
I don't see a flag.
We do have a call. We have a motion penalty against Placer. So that's either going to be declined or accepted, depending on whether they want to move the Hillmen back or take the down. We'll see.
Well, they've got a good leg in Cameron southward.
But again, a little muddy, so let's see what they do. It looks like they are going to bring on the field goal kicking team as they'll decline that 5-yard penalty. So the Hillmen say, all right, well, we will take our shot at 3 points. The line of scrimmage is about the 11. Evan Staten has done a great job on holding for all the kicking game. It will put the ball down at the 17-yard line. So a 27-yard kick upcoming from Cameron southward. Placed down and kicked. High enough, long enough, and it is good. It wasn't his prettiest kick of the year, but it got through. Didn't have a whole lot of English on it. But when it got over by the scoreboard lit up for 3 points, and that's all that matters.
Yeah,
we'll take a quick break here. With 8:34 to go first quarter, it's Placer 3, Calaveras nothing on the AM 950 KAHI Game of the Week.
Adecco is the world's leader in employment services, and Adecco of Grass Valley has secured thousands of jobs for your neighbors right here in Nevada County. They can also assist you in resume building and recommend any changes in your employment skills. Branch Manager Dawn Whitmore and her staff Lisa Harkey and Autumn Payne offer temporary positions, temp to hire, and direct placements all from their Grass Valley office. In our current economy, it's good to have all the resources of Adecco Employment Services on your side.
Welcome to We've Got Scrubs. My name is Christine Pickering. We've Got Scrubs supplies medical scrubs, shoes, and accessories to the medical profession. Our local store offers a full range of products from major manufacturers. We've Got Scrubs is proud to carry scrub uniforms such as Cherokee, Dickies, Landau, and Barco. We carry all sizes and styles for our male and female customers. We are always looking at complementing our scrub uniform line for your professional needs because we've got scrubs.
BNC is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. They carry everything you need. In their garden center, you'll find a complete nursery along with expert advice on trees, shrubs, perennials, and garden enhancements. They're open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. So start right, start here at BNC True Value Home and Garden Center in the Fowler Center, Grass Valley. Your car or truck is an extension of your personality. Chuck Calaveras knows this, so Top This delivers truck and auto attitude every day with in-store displays featuring thousands of products from WeatherGuard, DZ, bracket truck racks, along with a large selection of aftermarket performance products, all from the top manufacturers. So give your car or truck the attitude it deserves at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Purchasing a used car is better for the environment than buying a new one. That's right, the energy it takes to create a new automobile versus one already built is substantial. So when you choose a used vehicle from Keith Kerwin and Todd Slover, you're helping the environment by consuming less energy. At Pioneer Motors, every car is hand-picked, Carfax checked, inspected, and detailed. Pioneer Motors, 1611 Main Street in Grass Valley.
8:34 to go in the first quarter. The Hillmen on the scoreboard first. The initial drive of the ball game nets a 27-yard field goal by Cameron Southward, his fourth field goal of the year. And he's ready to kick off. And let's see, he gets this one pretty deep all the way down around the 5-yard line, and it goes out of bounds right there. So instead of Calaveras starting at the 5, they'll start at the 35-yard line, as Southward with 18 touchbacks on the year, trying to add to that number, but just a little shy. And so Calaveras will have pretty good field position to start. They'll be going from our right to our left. 4 first downs on that drive. It was a 10-play, 66-yard drive, and the Hillmen are on the board. We're at the 8:34 mark, first quarter. Pete Dufour with Matt Folsom. You're listening to AM 950 KAHI, the voice of the foothills. And local high school football will be updating you from other games around the area tonight. Calaveras with their first shot at the ball. The pitch to Conti around the far side, breaks a tackle, and moves upfield, fumbles the ball forward, and Placer has recovered it. That was going to be a nice 8-yard pickup for Wilson Conti, but he fumbled forward all the way across midfield down to the 45-yard line, and Asher Gottsmer came up with that football for Placer. So the Hillmen get a break. Big part of the ball game tonight is going to be hanging on to the football because it is a little slick. Both teams have fumbled, and Monty Wilson, beg your pardon, is the one who fumbled. And the Hillmen have fumbled. They recovered theirs. So here comes Placer once again from the 45. From our left to our right, back to pass Burnett. And now he's stepping up again. He's going to pick up some positive yardage across the 40. That's the sidestep the umpire, and then he gets up to the 50-yard line, and I'm going to give him full credit. He's going to mark it at about the 49.
Yeah.
Joey Montoya not happy about something. I'm not sure
they
what.
took a yard away from him. That's what he wasn't happy about.
No, he's unhappy with something that Colin did, I think. As the quarterback comes to the sideline, had a chance to talk to Colin's grandma, Carol, and says that family members from Boise, Idaho listen in to our broadcasts on the web, and they love being at Collins games. Here's the give up the middle to Turney. He's got the first down. He's down to the 45, maybe the 41-yard line, and a great run by Josh Turney. And again, straight ahead running might be the key tonight. Straight ahead running maybe the counter. Trying to get outside sometimes, it can be problematic. You might get there, but when you have to cut, kind of difficult. So the 5th first down of the ball game for the Hillmen. The give to Dalton Dyer, and he cuts it back and gets across the 40 down to about the 38. So it'll be second down and about, we'll call it 8.
You know, we've seen Colin Burnett take off and run a couple times, and the games that we've seen him do that, he's been very successful. And if the Redskins are going to give him that opening to run, watch for him to pile up some yards in crucial situations.
Dyer in motion to the near side. He's got the football, got some blocking, cuts it inside, cuts it upfield, and down across the 30-yard line. And Dalton Dyer with a first down for the Hillmen. Their 6th first down of the ball game. We're at the 6:51 mark. Here in the first quarter, Hillmen lead 3-0. And Calaveras on their first play, their outstanding running back, Monty Wilson, with about an 8-yard gain, but then coughed up the football, and it went about 10 yards further downfield before Asher Gottsmer fell on it. Now, Gottsmer with the football to the far side, gets around the corner, but not much more. Pickup of about 3 yards, and on the play over there was Devin Van Leer. He's going to be your fly back when we see the fly offense.
Monty Wilson also over there. They're spying on Asher. They're just keeping two guys at maximum, one guy at the least, pinned to Asher every time he touches the ball. They look well coached. They know what to expect from this Joey Montoya offense.
They play position, responsibility defense. Now here's Gottsmer, and he gets the football. It goes about a yard or so before, like you say, they're spying on him. Big number 55 Eli Tom over there, along with Jake Fisher. You're going to hear a lot of these names going both ways for Calaveras tonight. They have some key injuries as well. A kid that just really delivered a load, Tyler Brown, number 5, reminded me of Caleb Mitchell. I've seen a little bit of film on these guys on Max Preps, and he was quite a hitter. He was injured a few weeks ago, not playing. Burnett back to pass, lofting to the near flat. He's got his man, and who is that?
Gottsmer.
That Gottsmer again, down to about the 10 or 12-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 for Placer.
That was designed to go to Asher all the way. Came right out of the backfield position, and Colin Burnett hit him on the run. Big 13-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Chris Ussery on the stop. I got 7 first downs for the Hillmen so far in this first quarter. And there is Turney up the middle, and a pickup of a few yards, maybe down to about the 10 or 11, according to Frank Moreno, our head linesman on the far side of the field. Working with Tony Camalucci, Dave Thompson, and Mike Duda.
Condition-wise,
Greg Robinson over there working the clip. A finer chain crew you will not find on a Friday night anywhere.
Condition-wise, they're in the best part of the field.
And in stand-up comics, they are number 1. Burnett back to pass, looking. He's got a man southward at the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Hillmen. But a flag is on the play. And let's see what that call is. It is in the Hillmen backfield, thrown by the umpire, Mike Maynard. And we got a chop block against Placer.
Wow. Well-executed slant there to southward, goes for naught.
I'm not sure who the call was on. I think I saw the official come over and say, well, I'm not going to, I thought he said 56, but that's just trying to read lips over there.
Hard to do from this angle.
56 would be Connor Gray.
Rick's in the house.
Rick Willaby's in the house. Our crew tonight is Russell Bennett. He's the referee who was the referee in the Dixon game last year, and his crew is Mike Maynard, umpire in the middle, headlinesman Frank Moreno, Brad King's the line judge, Tim Hill is the back judge tonight, and it's a good playoff crew from NCOA. And speaking of good officials, Rick Willaby has just joined us. We have 2nd down. Hillmen need to go about 20-some-odd yards for the first down, and now Calaveras has called a timeout. Sounds of the Placer High School marching band. They're going to be marching at halftime. To do that Michael Jackson routine that they do, and
they got to be getting good at that.
3rd time's the charm, right?
Yeah.
They're already good at it.
4th time.
They're going to know it by heart.
But they do a great job, and they have all year. They're best band in the area at the Veterans Day Parade in Auburn. Here we go now. It's 2nd down and long. Placer back to pass. Burnett. He's got his man Clem at the 5. Clem turns around and battles towards the end zone. Gets down to about the 2. He has got a first down, I believe, at the 2-yard line.
23-yard pickup on a big 2nd down and 22. That's just what the doctor ordered. That's just how they drew it up during the timeout. Executed perfectly.
Well, Mark Lee doesn't have to worry about Josh Clem getting out of the basketball court. He's already practicing his blocking out and rebounding right there, Rick Willaby.
He's getting some air underneath those feet, that's for sure.
Now here the give is to Dalton Dyer. He's at the goal line and looks like he's short of the touchdown. Hit a brick wall over there. Who's getting up off the bottom of that pile? Gets a nice hand up by the Calaveras players. 55 is the man on that one, Eli Tom.
And you also saw number 21, Monty Wilson, coming from his free safety position, 21 tackling 21.
Tourney time.
Yep, it's touchdown tourney time, number 25, behind Burnett in the backfield along with Dyer. But they give it to Dyer again, and this time Flight 21 takes off and lands in the end zone. Touchdown, Hillmen, Dalton Dyer.
Well, nothing fancy there, Rick, to hand the ball to the man who brought you down there.
Absolutely. Reward him a little bit for getting you down the field, and let him get the 6 points on the board.
So the Hillmen will try the extra point now. Southward setting up at the 20-yard line. Evan Staten will be the holder. Rick, do you find yourself in these situations counting off the numbers on the outside guys as you would if you were standing under the goalpost?
Normally, yes, but since I'm still trying to catch my breath from running up the stairs at this point now.
Well, the ball is placed down and kicked, and it is another low kick, but it is good, as Staten had a little trouble getting that ball down in time, but did eventually, and the kick was good. 4:02 to go, first quarter, second round playoff. The score, Placer 10, Calaveras nothing on the AM 950 KAHI Game of the Week.
You're always close by your neighborhood Ace Hardware in Auburn, located on Highway 49 at Luther Road, and locally owned and operated for the past 12 years by Mike Ryan and his family. Neighborhood Ace has teamed up with the buying power of Ace Hardware to bring you the largest selection of products for your home and business. And at Neighborhood Ace, they're always ready to talk about the latest Hillman victory at Neighborhood Ace Hardware.
The Painter family has been taking care of feeding Nevada County families since 1959, and in October we'll celebrate 50 years of service to you. At both locations of SPD, you'll always find USDA choice beef and a full-service meat department, a complete deli section, produce department, post office, and everything else that makes SPD so special. SPD Markets, hometown proud, where your neighbors shop.
Personal trainer Michael Strong has a new way for you to be healthy. It's GetFitRight.net, the personal trainer that comes to you. Speed, strength, agility, and stamina can all be increased with regular workouts, and Michael Strong tailors each one to you. So be healthy with the help of Michael Strong and
GetFitRight.net. Woo!
In Grass Valley. Bob and Kurt Pinkham have been serving your carpet needs in Grass Valley since 1977. That's over 50 years of experience. Their new 3,500 square foot showroom is stuffed with the latest designs in carpet, vinyl, hardwood, and ceramic tile flooring products from all the top manufacturers, with many products in stock in their huge 3,500 square foot warehouse. It's Bob's Discount Carpet in Grass Valley. The Hauser family reminds you if it's round, rubber, and it rolls, then you're sure to find it at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. From regular car and truck tires to small specialty tires for your trailers and golf carts, you can trust Plaza Tire has the tire for you. They stake their reputations on it every day. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs, in Penn Valley, Nevada City, and in Colfax.
First quarter score, we have Lincoln 7, Sonora nothing from down in Lincoln, western Placer County right here. It's 10-0 Placer, and southward with a pooch kick, and it is fair caught at about the 32-yard line on the far sideline, and that was number 80 on the catch. Steven Hernandez is a running back and a free safety, and he's going to play a little offense now, doing the smart thing in these wet conditions, and that's just fair catch the ball, and we'll get started here. 4:01 left now in the first quarter. Hillman up 10-0. And here comes a pitch to the near side. Monty Wilson gets the ball, and this time he holds on to it. Picks up maybe a yard, but that play snuffed out early. Southward came up. Lenz came up. Turney came up.
Turney almost had him in the backfield.
I was going to say, Turney had a good read on that, got past his blocker, basically caused the play to be turned back inside, and as a result, defense was able to make the play.
So second down and about 9. In motion is Van Leer. They fake it to him and give it to Wilson. And Wilson moves forward for about 3 yards off of left tackle, just straight ahead running. And Weaver in on the stop, Jared Weaver. He's been a big hitter all year, along with Connor McKenzie. And a great article in the Auburn Journal with that offensive line featured. Great job of the guys who make it all work for Placer. And back to pass now. And the pass is to the far side, and Van Leer has it for a minute and then loses it. And then Frank Marino, the head linesman on the far side, said no, he never had it. That's an incomplete pass from Garrett Bach. Bach's a junior, 5'9", 155 pounds, wasn't the starter on the year, but they eventually decided they just had to go to him. And he has been doing a good job in the short passing game. They say he makes very good decisions. You know, he's not a guy that's going to hurt you deep with his arm, but he's a pretty good quarterback, and they've done pretty well passing for about 47% completions. They don't throw a whole lot, but they have got 3 touchdowns on the year passing. Now here's the punt, and it's a very high but very short punt. Lands at the 40-yard line and takes a Redskin roll down to about the 34, and Placer will take over there, 1st and 10.
Jake Turney getting lots of pressure on that, almost blocked it. Had good line surge.
So here come the Hillmen again. That's the bad news for the Redskins.
Yeah, and I think you're right. With the pressure, the punter just tried to get it up. He got it up nice and high, but it was a short punt, but got a good bounce there.
All right, the Hillmen now with their 3rd series underway. Burnett back to pass, being chased and going to be thrown for a loss. No, he gets away and now tries to throw and does, and throws the ball away near the sideline. Just an incomplete pass. Great pressure by John Hoskins, who had him by the jersey, swung him around, but Burnett was able to get it away, run to the sideline, and throw the ball toward a potential receiver. And the Hillmen doing a good job of not getting linemen downfield.
Pete, and a couple of things on that play. They showed a 6-man front, Calaveras did on that play, which is why basically the defender came unblocked. Official did a good job of holding the whistle because the quarterback was able to escape from the play.
So now Gottsmer going around the far side, and he's going to be hit, and he's going to be stopped. Maybe a yard on that one, but a good job.
Kai Sewell out there again.
Sewell. So wasn't there a Sewell that played for Sierra?
No.
No? Wasn't?
No.
Okay.
Not yet. He's probably going to be there next year.
Yeah, it probably could be. He's the punter, and his brother is the long snapper, Connor, on this team. So it was a pickup of just 1.
They're doing a good job in keeping Asher Gottsmer contained.
So that means I think we're going to see more of Turney. The Hillmen have looked at different passing sets. Now Burnett back to pass again. Near side pass is complete to Southward, and let's see where they give him good credit. The official says it's going to be at about the 42-yard line.
About
that's
2
not
yards
where
shy.
That's not where he first caught the ball, but I don't think he was going to have the first down anyway. He needed to get to the 44. I think he caught it about maybe the 43. And so now let's see what the Hillmen do. They're going to send out the punt team, and Calaveras has stopped him.
Yeah, Pete, I don't think he got a real favorable spot there. I thought he had at least a yard and a half more than that. Would have made it an interesting decision for the Hillmen, but with a couple yards to go and the fact they're up here, good decision to kick the ball away at this point.
I think the official had to make a good guess at that point because Southward, when he caught the ball, was coming back to the line of scrimmage so much he kind of had to watch that, and I didn't see a bag on the spot, so he made a good guess. Look at this punt. Wow. Southward punts it all the way to the 22, and the return is going to be by Chris Ussery, and he went sideways back and forth quite a bit, but in the end makes it out to the 25, and now a flag is thrown as the players are separating on the field. Let's see what we got. Trying to listen in, and it looks like it's going to be against Calaveras as they're pointing that way. Let's see what the line judge is the one who made the call, I believe. Oh, it's the back judge made the call. It's a personal foul against Calaveras. I think something was said. I don't think something was done. I could be wrong, but I think it was just something that was said as the teams were separating, going to their respective sidelines.
Potty mouth.
Uh-oh. Don't want that. So that's going to hurt because they're out at the 26-yard line, so this will be back to the 13. Half the distance will be the enforcement on this. So somebody said something, I think.
You know, Pete, oftentimes officials in our pregame will talk to the players about conduct yourself the way you would in a classroom. This is a school-type environment. So obviously, So obviously someone said something they shouldn't have said.
Unless they say that kind of thing in the classroom, and I don't think they do at Calaveras. It's a very good high school. All right, the pitch to the outside, and Monty Wilson has got 4 green shirts around him. And Jared Weaver is one of them. Caleb Mitchell.
Mike Gray.
And who else? Connor McKenzie. I mean, he didn't have a chance on that one. So it's going to be second down, and they're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Huh. Well, that's that yard that was down here at the 40 for the Hillmen. They just added it on here.
Put it the other way.
Yeah, they didn't apply it right. All right, here is the big fullback coming forward with the ball, Jake Fisher, and he's stepping and banging all the way up to about the 20-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So they're back out to the 20. It'll be third down in about 2 or 3 from there. And we'll step away for 30 seconds after one period of play. It's Placer 10, Calaveras nothing on the AM 950 KAHI game of the week. I mean, the eye of the tiger.
We got to get Matt to sit down and stop dancing up here.
Woo, baby. That's my disco background.
Oh, boy.
We're going to bring out the lights, the disco ball.
That's right. To manage a disco back in the 70s.
So the Hillmen line up on defense. It's 3rd and 3, and you know, Calaveras, the Redskins, they want to get off the ball. They want to get this first down and keep a drive alive. Yeah, the Hillmen have 7. And here is the give. It's to Wilson. He battles forward. Caleb Mitchell has him, but I think he's got the first down. And so does the line judge on the near side. Looks like Wilson's got the first down, and he does. And the Redskins will keep this drive alive.
Good feet by Wilson. He kept his feet moving there. Defender was basically there at the line of scrimmage, and he kept his feet moving, picked up the first down. We always talk about keep your feet moving, whether you're on offense or defense.
I'm keeping my feet moving in the press box. It's chilly up here. Now here's the give. I think that's Fisher with the football. Is it not? The fullback? And it is. He had a great game against Dixon last week, and here he picks up about 4 yards. 3, call it. Second down and 7. He was a big factor. When you key on something, you got to have somebody else, and then somebody else after that. And certainly we know about Asher Gottsmer, Dalton Dyer, and Josh Turney for the Hillmen. Of course, Burnett to Southward, Burnett to Clem, Burnett to Gottsmer in the air. A lot of weapons, but this Calaveras team's got some too. And after some nifty faking, the give is to Wilson, and he picks up maybe a yard and gets a hand up by Jake Turney. Brett Lenz over there. Lenz, one of the leading tacklers on this team. Josh Clem, the defensive captain, and why not? Pretty smart guy, about a 4.4 average. It's probably about 4.6 in the 40.
I could only get a 4.0 when I was in high school.
Say, how does that work?
I don't understand.
If you don't know, you'll never get one.
Okay, fine.
Now here's the give. Around the far side goes Chris Ussery, and he's going to be dropped for a loss by Josh Clem. Smart play by Clem, and that'll bring it back to about the 24-yard line. While I have a second, I want to mention something about Josh Clem. When my wife was ill and in the hospital about 10 years ago and losing all of her hair, thank goodness she's got it all back now and everything's fine. But Josh and with Kathy and Pete, his mom and dad, came and dropped off a big dog's hat for Janet, and she never did want to wear a wig, and she has that hat and wears it proudly to this day. Josh, he is a nice kid. So now back to punt, and the kick is away, and it is taken on the run. No, it's not. It's muffed by Asher Gottsmer, and Calaveras has come up with it at midfield. Asher Gottsmer was streaking up, trying to catch that ball, and Not a smart play, Ric Willaby.
No, a couple of things on that, Pete. Number one, he was coming up trying to catch the ball on the run, which with these conditions, not the best idea. But also, Placer was sending the defense. Center came untouched off the line of scrimmage and basically was right there when he got to the ball. May have caused the muff, possibly.
So, Calaveras, 1st and 10 at midfield, and the give is to the fullback, and Fisher plows forward for a yard or so before he is knocked backwards. And Mike Gray, Brett Lands, and Jared Weaver, and Caleb Mitchell all in on the stop. But he picked up about 2, so 2nd down and 8.
Wow, how did he get that extra one in there?
I don't know. I don't know.
That was weird. I thought he got back to the 50. Okay, I'm going to shut up.
All right, they go with a wing formation now, and they fake it to the fly man, give it to Fisher. Fisher moves forward for about 2 more yards and was hit immediately, but still plowed forward. And I think it was Connor McKenzie got the initial hit.
Hillmen D doing a good job holding their ground, just staying in position, watching. You know, you got to have good vision on this fly to see who has the ball. They're not getting faked out, and they're holding their positions and plugging it up.
3rd and 6, 8:42 to go, second quarter. Hillmen lead at 10-0. Back to pass, and it's a pass out to the flat, and it's Monty Wilson. He's got it. He's got a 1st down. Spins away and gets across the 40 down to the 35-yard line. And almost a late hit out of bounds. I thought it was a late hit out of bounds. Not a bruising hit, but some contact as he was dancing, tiptoeing near the sideline, and eventually did step out and then got hit. But he got the 1st down.
Nice block by Connor Sewell out here.
I was just going to say the same thing. Turney was there to make the play short of the 1st down, and Sewell came back and got a block and basically created the 1st down.
They wouldn't have made that block. I think they would have gotten the 1st down if he hadn't made that block.
Garrett Bach with a nice little pass out into the flat. And Wilson, we're seeing what he can do with the football, the leading rusher for the Redskins. Now it's Jake Fisher. Goes out to the left to block for Wilson as he gets a pass out into the flat. Still on his feet after a couple of hits. And a flag goes down. He was hit near the 30, gets out of bounds around the 27, 28-yard line, but there's a flag back at the 30.
I think that was thrown by the back judge, and I think we're going to have a block in the back or a hold by Calaveras.
They're going to wave off the flag. Russell Bennett says nope, no penalty. So I don't know what was seen. Actually, it was thrown by Mike Maynard, the umpire. So whatever he thought he saw, they determined they didn't see it, which is okay. That's still good officiating. All right, 2nd down now and about 7. And there's a counter play coming to Wilson, and Wilson gets it down to about the 25-yard line. Came from his left half back to the near side, to the right side of the line. And that's going to bring up 3rd and short again for the Redskins with 8 minutes left here in the 1st half, trailing 10-0 to the Placer Hillmen.
4-down territory definitely in this situation.
Yeah, I would think. Split backs, Fisher and Wilson. The give is to Fisher. And he dodges one tackler, goes forward, and he's got the 1st down as he gets down inside the 20 to about the, looks like maybe the 16-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Redskins.
Boy, these big backs, Fisher and Wilson, doing a good job getting through the holes and picking up the 3rd 1st down on this drive.
And in motion has been Chris Ussery, we're calling it. And it's Fisher again, plowing forward for about 3 yards, and then he is leveled. Coming up and making that hit, Caleb Mitchell and Mike Gray. Josh Clem had him around the ankles, but a pickup of about 2.5, 3 yards. We'll call it 3, 2nd and 7. The ball is about the 18-yard line. In motion, Van Leer, and now the quarterback with nowhere to go takes it himself around the left. He turned around, he had nobody to hand it to. Clem knocks him out of bounds at about the 13-yard line. And I beg your pardon, I said the ball was at the 18, the ball was at the 13, so no gain on the play. I was only off by 5. Just one little line across the field.
Looked like a broken play, didn't it?
He turned around and looked and had a funny look on his face, like, isn't there somebody supposed to be here to hand the ball to?
He kind of disguised it, you know, it made it look, oh yeah, I meant to do this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And the give. Nope, he's going to pass. And it's a pass out in the flat, and it's complete to Jake Fisher. And it's not a first down, but it looks like it's inside the 10-yard line. And it'll be 4th down and about a long 3. Short 4.
Looks
Take
like
your
they're
pick.
bringing in the tee here, Pete, so they're going to try the field goal.
Okay, and the kicker on this squad is Pekarsik. Matt Pekarsik, a senior. He's 5'7", 155 pounds. Chris Ussery is going to hold it. The ball is up, and it is good. And the kick was from, give me the spot on that. Was it about, how far was that field goal, Matt?
I missed that.
I think it was snapped from about the 10, so it must have been around the 17.
I'm going to say 16. I think he was just inside the 10. We'll say 27-yard field.
Well, I went to look at the down marker, and it was gone already.
You know, those guys need to hold it there for us. Actually, the down marker is still there. Is it accurate? That's the question.
No, because they were inside the 10.
No, they have it at the 14 right now.
So what do we say? It's a 27-yarder?
A 27-yarder, 5:44 to go. First half, 10-3. Placer with a lead on AM 950. KAHI Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Larry Ingersoll, Chief Title Officer and Manager of Placer Title in Grass Valley. Welcome to Placer Title's new office at 380 Sierra College Drive, Suite 100, Grass Valley. Placer Title's been in Nevada County since 1995 and has supported all the local athletics and especially minor football. So remember to look for Placer Title at our new home on Litton Hill near Sierra College at 380 Sierra College Drive, Suite 100, Grass Valley.
Welcome to Citizens Bank of Northern California. Hi, I'm Gary Gall, President and CEO. At Citizens Bank, we like to take the mystery out of banking. Started 15 years ago by community leaders, Citizens Bank has grown to 7 branches to serve you. We at Citizens Bank all want to congratulate our sports teams for a job well done. The athletes, coaches, and their families. And we wish you the best of luck in the postseason. Citizens Bank of Northern California. Your community, your bank.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum welcome you to their Grass Valley location. Using OptiMap technology, Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum offer complete eye examinations and can treat any eye condition. They then fill your prescription and grind your lenses in-house, offering a wide selection of frames and contacts. Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum, protecting your most precious gift of sight. 360 Sierra College Drive, Grass Valley.
Gold and silver are more important as a part of your investment portfolio more now than ever before. There's inflationary pressures. China alone could push the gold price more than double from $1,000 to $2,000 an ounce. Hi, my name is Jason Hommel and welcome to the JH Mint. Here at the JH Mint we have all sorts of gold and silver. We have about 200 ounces of gold. We have about 20,000 ounces of silver or more in stock. We also assay or scrap gold jewelry and placer gold, and we will be here for all of your gold and silver investing needs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
All right, the Hillmen are going to, what did they do, a fair catch at the 20, and then he took off with it, and there's no flag?
Should have been an invalid fair catch.
Why did they blow the whistle then?
If he runs,
I didn't see a fair catch.
I didn't either, but
Aaron Maddox had the football at the 20-yard line, took off with it after the catch. It was one of the upbacks, and the officials blew it dead. No inadvertent whistle sign. Don't know what that was about. Here's the Gossamer coming to the near side. Got some running room. Cross the 30, the 40. Nobody's going to catch him. 50, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Placer. Asher Gossamer, 80 yards. And a quick 6 for the Hillmen.
Boy, just blasted through that hole. What an explosion. Hole created on the left side of the line, and he was through it just like that and gone. Nobody near him.
He had 2 or 3 guys in front of him.
He did. He had blockers out in front, but there was nobody for them to block. Safety wasn't there, didn't come over. Corner was outside a little bit. He cut inside the corner on the block there, and it was nothing but sideline and end zone from there.
Wasn't a white jersey within 10 yards,
No,
15 yards.
Close.
When he gets up ahead of speed, is he fast or what? I mean, he got to the 50, and then he was at the 30. It was just that fast.
He's either fast or you're talking slow, Pete. One of the two.
You know, it's hard to believe I'm talking that slow. He is fast. Southward will kick this out of the hold of Evan Staten. Placed down and kicked. Up high enough, long enough, and it is good. 5:29 to go. We're going to update you on some other scores in just a moment. 5:29 left in the first half. The score, Placer 17 and Calaveras 3 on the AM 950 KAHI Game of the Week.
All right, Dave Rosenthal back here at the sports desk at the KHAI Studios. This quick scoring update for you. We've got the Escalon-Modesto Christian game in the south section, 14-0 Modesto Christian. Central Catholic up 21-0 on Somerville. Folsom took the first drive of the game, ran it all the way down the field, and went up 7-0 on the Granite Bay Grizzlies. The Grizz respond. That game a 7-7 ball game. Grants Pacers 7-0 over Fairfield. That's in your other big D2 game tonight. And that's Lincoln 7-7 between the Sonora Wildcats and the Lincoln Zebras as we send it back to Lefevre.
All right, Asher Gossamer carrying all those pads in football uniform and with the football on a muddy field goes 80 yards in about 14 seconds.
Pete, you know, on Placer's side, once they march down the field, you want to come back and answer, and they did on that possession.
Now here's Monty Wilson on the return, and it's a good return. He's all the way up to the 30-yard line, breaking tackles. No, I beg your pardon, that's 24 Ussery on the return. And a nice piece of running there.
Actually, that was a 12-second touchdown run, officially.
A 12-second touchdown run. Well,
yeah,
let's see.
That's pretty good.
40.
Drive started at 5:41 and ended at 5:29.
No, the first play, though.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it depends on how much time ran off the clock. You're right. Okay. I was going from the so-called fair catch signal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go.
All right, up the middle, and a nice chunky yardage, 16 yards for Jake Fisher as he gets all the way out to the 45-yard line from the 29. And just like that, Calaveras answering back here.
You know, we talked earlier about the big backs for Calaveras, and sometimes a field with these type of conditions plays right into big backs' hands. The fact that they just like to use their power and strength, run straight ahead, not do a lot of dancing on a wet field.
He's doing it again. He's got another 15, 16-yard pickup as he gets all the way down to the Hillmen 39-yard line.
Wow. Took the words right out of your mouth.
Blocking.
Can I say, repeat what I just said again?
Yeah.
No.
You got 5 first downs to Calaveras. That's what I got. You missed a couple.
Yeah, I got him now.
Okay.
Caught up to you. Split backs. And the give is to Fisher again. Same play, same result. First down and a little bit more as he gets down to about the 28-yard line. Hillman better find a stop for that and right quick. And Jake Turney comes out on the field.
Boy, 15, 16, 12-yard runs back to back to back.
Eric Rodarty signaling the plays in, and Jared Weaver comes off. Talks to Dennis Murphy. I think Dennis said something like, stop that guy. Oh, split backs, but a wide receiver, a slot man on the left side, Van Leer, took off running. And let's see if it looks like it'll be against Calaveras. And so procedural penalty. I'll say one thing for Van Leer. He was in motion. He was offside, but he was open.
He got a good jump. Got a good jump.
You usually see him take a step and then notice that no one else is moving. He took three or four. He was down 3 yards down there before he realized no one else was moving.
1st and 15. And the Redskins back to the line of scrimmage. Wilson and Fisher. Fisher gets the football, hesitates at the line, and he saw a bunch of green shirts, and he stopped, and he was hit and dropped. And
Josh Clem, first man there.
And you know what? Josh Turney was over there as well. Josh Turney. Both Turney brothers are out there on the field right now.
Taking their turn.
One of the differences on that play is they got him moving towards the sideline instead of heading straight up the field, and that's why they were able to keep him for little yardage.
Well, he hesitated at the line of scrimmage. The hole was not there, and he didn't try to pound it through. Now they fake to Wilson, back to pass, and the quarterback throws, and the ball is complete at the 20-yard line, and it's going to be, is it a complete pass, Connor Sewell?
Yep.
Yes, it is. They're marking it at the 18-yard line. So good short passing game. Garrett Brock, we mentioned 47% of his passes are complete. Only thrown for about 570 yards as compared to Colin Burnett, who's thrown for almost 1,600 yards before the start of this ball game. So they don't throw a lot, but when they do, short effective passing, and they're back to a 1st and 10 for Calaveras, and back to passes. Bach again, and he pumps, and now he's going to get wrapped up and thrown to the ground back at the 27-yard line. Jake Turney, a happy guy. Mike Gray there. Caleb Mitchell in there to help out as well.
That was all Turney, that's for sure, man. What a great job getting him around the waist, throwing him down.
And you've got to give a lot of credit to the defensive backs there, because he had a lot of time to throw, and no one was open, had to bring the ball down, and as a result, Turney and the rest of the defensive line was able to get there.
It was a co-mingling of things. It was a coverage sack, and it was a Jake Turney sack.
Exactly.
It's beautiful.
Exactly.
And I would name him all Turney. Bach back to pass again. Out to the flat. Monty Wilson. He's hit and dropped right away by Josh Turney. And Cameron Southward was there as well. And what a nice catch by Wilson, but no gain. And so now it's going to bring up 3rd and long, and Placer is going to take a timeout here with 2:35 to go in the first half. We'll step away as well. The score, Hillmen 17, the Redskins 3 on the AM 950 KAHI Game of the Week.
Big O Tires in downtown Auburn across from the State Theater has the buying power to offer the most competitive tire prices available. Big O Tires has 10 brands of quality tires for cars, vans, trucks, SUVs, ATVs, and even lawn and garden equipment. Big O also offers an awesome selection of custom wheels as well as an award-winning service department. Dan and the entire gang at Big O Tires in Auburn say go Hillmen. Go see them at 984 Lincoln Way or call 885-8631.
All right, Dave Rosenthal back at the KHAI Sports Desk. Couple scores for you. And here they come. Second quarter nearing the half. The Golden Eagles of Delaware hanging in there with St. Mary's, trailing 7-0 as they approach halftime. Meanwhile, over in Lincoln, let's hear it for those Sonora Wildcats. They take the ball for 7 minutes, drive it down the field, and with 5:05 to go in the half, they're up 14-7 on those Zebras. Now let's head it back out to Lefevre.
All right. I think when this score gets announced, there's going to be a big round of applause from the stands here as the Hillmen, if Lincoln should falter, the Hillmen would have yet a 3rd home game if they can come away with a win tonight. Offensive movement by Calaveras moves them back 5 yards.
That slot receiver decided to try to get open early again.
Here's the score. You hear the roar from the Hillman fans. They want another home game. First things first, though, they got to win this one. They're up by 14, and there's 2:35 to go in the first half. 3rd down and about 30. Back to pass is Bach. He's looking for that screen. The Hillmen sniff it out, and they don't quite stop Sewell before he gets out of bounds. And now we have a flag thrown by the official on the near side. And Rick, what do you think we have? He threw it on the Calaveras side.
I'd say illegal formation, probably. Illegal formation. Illegal shift.
It is an illegal shift. So two guys were moving at the same time.
Can't do that.
Can't do that.
Not unless you're in Canadian football. It's Canadian football.
You can do anything in Canadian football.
And Montoya wants to back him up. This will be a 5-yard penalty. He wants to back him up to the 35. They got to get down inside the 10-yard line for the first down.
Well, they tried that screen again.
Well, they made some yardage on that play, so if they declined it, they would have had an opportunity to put 3 on the board with a field goal. So probably a good decision. Take the penalty here.
Yeah, you're
right. It would have
right.
been a long field goal. I mean,
Yeah, they're out of field
that
goal
would have been a 40-something yard field goal by the time you add the 17 yards, maybe. I don't know, 42. But in any event, they got to go halfway to Colfax for a first down here. Back to pass Bach. He's got receivers all over the place, and one of them is Fisher. Catches the ball at the 33, breaks one tackle, but he's ridden down inside the 30, and that will bring up the fourth down, and it'll still be a long way to go. I would say about 19 yards for the first down.
Good pursuit there by Jake Turner. He came from inside, coming out on the receiver to make the play over by the sideline, so great pursuit by him.
Hillmen getting a good pass rush on that as well.
Good pressure, and again, they had like 5 receivers out in that pattern, and now Calaveras wants to take a timeout and talk it over as well. That's Dave Rosenthal. I recorded that in the hallway at KAHI. That's where I get the echo from. Rick, what do you do here? Fourth down and 19, 2:14 left to go, trailing by 2 touchdowns.
Not an easy play to get, but I would look for something maybe with some crossing, maybe somebody coming underneath another receiver.
All right, he's still looking to pass and now having to run and now having to hit the ground because he is tackled by Jake Turney. Got pressure from Caleb Mitchell, Mike Gray, and Connor McKenzie, but Turney with the sack.
No one to throw
the ball at the 31-yard line.
Pete, and I'm not sure I would have done that in that situation. You may have wanted to punt it, try to pin the Hillmen back here now, a couple of minutes to go. They're in fairly good shape with 2 minutes to go to try to move down the field and put another score on the board.
Great coverage on that fourth down play, Pete.
Say what, the Hillmen are not thinking about anything but getting back in the end zone again for halftime, and Burnett's back to pass. Gottsmer's going to be wide open. They throw the ball down the middle. He's got the football at the 35-yard line. You could just see him knifing right through that Calaveras defense, and now a flag is thrown. Gottsmer said something to, I think, or at least looked back, and I think somebody responded with something, and the back judge threw the flag at the 30-yard line. Let's see who he called it on. But how long was that pass play, Matt?
39.
Tell him what
yards.
they won. 39 yards.
They got a first down.
Gottsmer apparently said something, and he's going to get flagged for probably an unsportsmanlike, and there it is. Russell Bennett, the white hat. No need to say anything. Just get back in the huddle and moving them back 15 yards to the 45. Very un-Asher-like. I haven't, there's been some of that going on in this ball game, and it started very early on, just a little bit of it, and it's haven't really seen any of that this year, so I don't know what's going on.
Pete, I think just as you get a little deeper into the season, particularly in playoffs, everybody gets a little more tense, emotional, and that probably plays into it.
Well, it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Hillmen, but it'll be at the 46-yard line instead of the 31. Now over the middle is Southward on a crossing route. He is being swung around by the jersey, and he's finally brought down at the 29, right about the same spot where Asher Gottsmer was a moment ago. The clock, though, will start on the reset of the chains. 1:44 to go right now. And the Hillmen pick up their 11th first down of this ball game. Single back, and it's a pass play. And Burnett has Dalton Dyer out of the backfield. I think that's Dyer's first catch of the season. He's down to the 20-yard line, short of the first down by maybe a yard. But that was a double wing formation with only Turney in the backfield.
Nice play call. He had 2 receivers over there, and he went to the shorter one.
Yeah,
I don't mean that in stature.
Yeah,
he's
only
short,
5'8", but he's strong.
I wouldn't be surprised to see that again and look for them deep receiver on that, because I think he was open.
Is split to the right now and back to pass. He's wide open on the short route. Now Burnett having to pass still finds Gottsmer on the run at the 15-yard line, down to about the 12, and they'll reset the chain, stop the clock momentarily with 1:22 left in this first half. The Hillmen are moving the sticks and moving down the field with their 12th first down of the ball game, leading 17-3.
Colin Burnett now 9 out of 11 for 138 yards.
Well, he missed Gottsmer, who was wide open early, but I think that had something to do with a defender in his face. And now split backs behind Burnett, and he gives it to Gottsmer, coming to the near side. Cuts it up the middle, 5! Touchdown, Placer. Asher Gottsmer waiting for his blockers, and it pays off. And he's into the end zone to make it 23-3.
I didn't see who threw that block. Did you see who threw that block, Rick? Because he Asher just followed him right into the line. Block was pancaked, and he was gone.
Yeah, I didn't pick it up. It very well could have been the guard or the tackle from the right side pulling up into the hole, but I did not see who made that block.
Who threw that block, Coach? We have Lisa Swissley here.
Oh.
I'll take that bag, Lisa. We have that bag. Lisa Swissley has brought us something. Thank you, dear.
Thanks, Lisa.
Oh, my goodness, I'm getting first pick. Who cares about the extra point?
Hey, wait a minute.
Where's the fudge? On the bottom? Okay, the kick is what?
It's up and good.
Okay,
it's up and good.
Okay, like we knew that wasn't
I got you
happen.
covered.
All right. Tango Frozen Yogurt has arrived in the press box with 1:07 to go in the first half. The score, Placer 24, Calaveras 3 on the AM 950 KAHI Game of the Week.
Old Town Pizza is a proud sponsor of Placer High School sports in Auburn. You can find Placer High School's football information, including a Coach Joey Montoya blog at KHAI.com. And before and after each game, stop by Old Town Pizza in Auburn. Besides having the best pizza around, you've got to try one of the new meatball sliders for just $1.25. On Tuesday, there's live music and discounts for seniors. And happy hour starts at 2, Monday through Friday. Old Town Pizza, your Placer High School football headquarters. Good luck, Hillmen.
All right, Dave Rosenthal back here at the KAHI studios, where I've already had my Tango frozen yogurt, and boy, was it good, guys. You're going to really like that extra additional fudge. Got a late coming score here, 14-13 now. The Grizzlies of Granite Bay up over the Folsom Bulldogs. 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. As the boys are getting some deliciousness out there, thanks to Lisa. Let's hand it back out to the sticky-lipped fellas at Lefevre.
Asher Gottsmer waiting for his block patiently, like we've been waiting patiently for frozen yogurt. And good things happen to people who wait patiently.
That was Dalton Dyer who threw the block, by the way.
That was Dalton Dyer out in front. Good job, Dalton.
This yogurt is really good, by the way.
Man, all right. We'll hang in there. Here's Cameron Southward with a kick, and a flag goes up, and it had to be against Placer.
Flag came down, too.
Came down. Somebody offsides. Tell you what, you get these more experienced officials working on the lines in the playoffs, and you're going to see things that you don't typically see during the year. For instance, you're going to see better spots. The progress will be given where in some cases it isn't. You're going to see things like people, noticing offsides on kickoffs. These guys are, they know what they're doing, and I'm sure coaches, they don't necessarily, they like it when a flag goes against them, but I bet when they look at the films, they go, oh, okay, got that one. Hillmen going to have to back up 5 yards. Southward, who has, again, 18 touchbacks on the air, has a great leg, will put the foot into this one. And it's a great kick, goes all the way back to the 5-yard line, and it's taken over there, and it's going to be brought back by Ussery, gets up to the 25, 26-yard line, and he'll be stopped, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Calaveras with 59 seconds left to go in this first half.
If there's a member of the Ussery household listening to KAHI, let us know. Call Dave at the station. Let us know if Drake Ussery is his brother, played at Sierra a couple years ago. Great possession receiver, slot receiver for the Wolverines.
And Ussery, his younger brother, is doing a great job on these kick returns. He took that from the 5 out to the 27. Now here's the give to Fisher, and this time Hillmen all over Fisher as he gets off left tackle, maybe a yard. And it'll be second down, about 9, and we'll call it gain of 2, 2nd and 8. And clock is running with 43 seconds to go in the first half. Calaveras, I believe, has one timeout left. Did it not, Rick?
They've used 2, yes. Oh, I'm not Rick, but I'll go ahead and answer that because
okay.
Rick's mouth was full.
Exactly.
Rick, it's almost halftime. You can wait, surely.
I'm calling Shirley.
New back in the ball game, it's number 34, Thomas Goodwin. He gets the handoff, puts both arms on the ball, gets up to the 30-yard line, and that will do it for the first half, I believe. Or they would have called a timeout by now. So we're down to 10 seconds. I don't think Calaveras is going to break the huddle here. So we will step away and let Dave Rosenthal catch us up on some scores. And at halftime, it's Placer 24, Calaveras 3. The hometown fans love it here at Lefevre Stadium. And we'll be back with our halftime show in just a bit on AM 950 KAHI.
Adecco is the world's leader in employment services, and Adecco of Grass Valley has secured thousands of jobs for your neighbors right here in Nevada County. They can also assist you in resume building and recommend any changes in your employment skills. Branch Manager Dawn Whitmore and her staff Lisa Harkey and Autumn Payne offer temporary positions, temp to hire, and direct placements all from their Grass Valley office. In our current economy, it's good to have all the resources of Adecco Employment Services on your side.
Welcome to We've Got Scrubs. My name is Christine Pickering. We've Got Scrubs supplies medical scrubs, shoes, and accessories to the medical profession. Our local store offers a full range of products from major manufacturers. We've Got Scrubs is proud to carry scrub uniforms such as Cherokee, Dickies, Landau, and Barco. We carry all sizes and styles for our male and female customers. We are always looking at complementing our scrub uniform line for your professional needs because we've got scrubs.
B&C is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. They carry everything you need. In their garden center, you'll find a complete nursery along with expert advice on trees, shrubs, perennials, and garden enhancements. They're open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center in the Fowler Center, Grass Valley. Your car or truck is an extension of your personality. Chuck Cavros knows this, so Top This delivers truck and auto attitude every day with in-store displays featuring thousands of products from WeatherGuard, DZ, bracket truck racks, along with a large selection of aftermarket performance products, all from the top manufacturers. So give your car or truck the attitude it deserves at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Purchasing a used car is better for the environment than buying a new one. That's right, the energy it takes to create a new automobile versus one already built is substantial. So when you choose a used vehicle from Keith Kerwin and Todd Slover, you're helping the environment by consuming less energy. At Pioneer Motors, every car is hand-picked, Carfax checked, inspected, and detailed. Pioneer Motors, 1611 Main Street in Grass Valley.
Welcome back to the KHAI Studios. It is halftime here at our game of the week. The Calaveras Redskins and the Placer Hillmen with Placer up 27-3. Nice night so far for Asher Gottsmer. Tell you what, you can only hope to contain him, and so far not happening for the Calaveras Redskins. I'll let you get the guys caught up on the exploits of Mr. Gottsmer and friends. Meantime, over in Lincoln tonight, pretty good ball game going on over there as the Zebras jumped in front on Sonoma 7-0. They held on to that lead for the first quarter, but in quarter number 2, actually starting late in the first quarter with about 10 minutes to go, Sonora got the ball and ate up 7 minutes on the clock. Basically had that thing for almost the entire quarter, and not only did they tie the score, they went on that second drive of the quarter and went up 14-7. Now, Lincoln was driving late in the half, looking like they were going to knock on the door and put that thing into a deadlock at 14s, but the Wildcats pick off the pass at the goal line and return it out to the 50-yard line, end up running out the clock, and now Sonora still up 14-7 at the half over at Lincoln. Down in the southern part of the section, the other 4 teams that will make up the semifinals in Division 4, Modesto Christian all over Escalon. Second quarter score there, 28-0 Modesto Christian. That same team that hung, 60-plus on Colfax just a week ago, and Central Catholic getting it done against Somerville 21-0. So it looks good to be an all-Catholic. You should see a Modesto Catholic, Central Catholic matchup in the southern half of the section. And I'll tell you, Hillman fans be pretty excited if Sonora could go ahead and continue the way they've been playing in Norfolk off the Lincoln, and they hold on to this lead over Calaveras. Could be a third straight home game for the Hillmen. And yet, you go 29 years without a home game in the playoffs, then all of a sudden you're blessed with 2, possibly 3 straight. Elsewhere around the section, Division II, the St. Mary's Rams, very highly ranked. As a matter of fact, the top seed coming into the Division II playoffs. But the Del Oro Golden Eagles, no slouches, as they are trailing just 7-0. That game was nearing the half. And again, 7-0 St. Mary's, that high-scoring attack against that pummeling attack of Del Oro. 7-0. Del Oro hanging in there. We'll see if they can hang around and maybe get that one. Folsom jumped out 7-0, took the opening kick, drove it all the way down the length of the field on Granite Bay and scored. Grizzlies countered that back with a score of their own, +1. Folsom also with another score. PAT no good. So in the second quarter, 14-13, Granite Bay over Folsom, and that was with 7 minutes to go in quarter number 2. Atwater, Rockland into the second quarter. They go in another low-scoring affair, with the Thunder clinging to a 7-0 lead against Atwater. In Division I play, Grant's Pacers early on, 7-0 against the Fairfield Falcons. Have not got a scoring update on that one in quite some time. I did get this scoring update just in. Fans of Nevada Union's Miners got to be pretty happy, as NU doing pretty well. 27-0 over Sheldon. Let me correct myself. That Grant-Fairfield game, another of those D2 battles. So Grant up, Rockland up, Granite Bay up, and St. Mary's up. And I'll tell you, what an interesting set of semifinals that'll be in Division II. Meantime, here at Lefevre Stadium, the Placer Hillmen playing some good ball tonight and up 27-3 on the Calaveras Redskins. We'll take the break, come back with a few more things from the world of sport, and then move you back out to Lefevre for some halftime statistical information with Rick, Matt, and Mr. Pete Dufour. All straight ahead. It's halftime on the KAHI Game of the Week.
Always close by your neighborhood Ace Hardware in Auburn, located on Highway 49 at Luther Road, and locally owned and operated for the past 12 years by Mike Ryan and his family. Neighborhood Ace has teamed up with the buying power of Ace Hardware to bring you the largest selection of products for your home and business. And at Neighborhood Ace, they're always ready to talk about the latest Hillman victory at Neighborhood Ace Hardware.
The Painter family has been taking care of feeding Nevada County families since 1959. And in October, we'll celebrate 50 years of service to you. At both locations of SPD, you'll always find USDA choice beef and a full-service meat department, a complete deli section, produce department, post office, and everything else that makes SPD so special. SPD Markets, hometown proud, where your neighbors shop.
Personal trainer Michael Strong has a new way for you to be healthy. It's getfitright.net, the personal trainer that comes to you. Speed, strength, agility, and stamina can all be increased with regular workouts, and Michael Strong tailors each one to you. So be healthy with the help of Michael Strong and
getfitright.net. Woo!
in Grass Valley. The Hauser family reminds you if it's round, rubber, and it rolls, then you're sure to find it at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. From regular car and truck tires to small specialty tires for your trailers and golf carts, you can trust Plaza Tire has the tire for you. They stake their reputations on it every day. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs, in Penn Valley, Nevada City, and in Colfax.
Hey, well, I'll tell you what, the Placer Pep Band is not confused. They always put on a great show, and they've done it for us once again here under the direction of David Lawrenson and their two drum majors, Christian C. Otto and Jackson Klopp. Made it 10-3, and that's all that Calaveras would score in that first half as Gottsmer broke off an 80-yard run after the ensuing kickoff. And then Gottsmer with a 12-yard run with 1:07 left in the first half to make it 24-3. That was a 5-play, 69-yard drive. Took all of about a minute and 28. Gottsmer going 80 yards in 12 seconds elapsed on the clock. And again, he's probably the fastest guy in the PVL over 100 meters in the track season. When Coach Rick Foley's team gets out there, Placer's going to have one heck of a mile relay and 440 relay team because they have got some speedsters out there. I want to again thank Tom Rosito and Bob Burge. What can you say? Dynamic duo, clock operator and PA announcer. They've been doing this since gold was discovered down Highway 49 in Coloma, I think.
Good thing neither of them are here right now.
No spotters, no help, just these two guys. They do their jobs by themselves. They're very professional guys. Also want to say hi to some folks out there as the Glovers are listening in, and Gibby and Marion Glover, part of PG&E family and tradition that has been around Auburn for a long time. And, you know, PG&E, one of the great all-time employers from around the area, and a lot of people, owe their families to PG&E. And it's been, I tell you what, the PG&E families are among the best, and many of them volunteered and have pretty much built this community over the years, and it's still going strong. And the Glovers are among those who listen in every week, so we want to say hi to them. And excuse me, thank you very much. There was also want to pay tribute to the Placer volleyball team. Again, they moved into the third round of the playoffs this year. Kelsey Lardner, Kelsey Johnson, Colleen Stafford, Sydney McDowell, Jennifer Vincent, great coach. And, the league champs in volleyball did very well into the playoffs this year. The Auburn Journal, for all of its great coverage on volleyball and soccer and football, and they do nice interviews with individual players. That was an article on a volleyball Forest Hill player. And I really love the article they did on Wendy Sabins and Mike Sabins. Wendy, one of the all-time great coaches' wives in the area, and of course Mike, the head coach for many years with Placer, now back assisting Joey Montoya. Both of them graduated here, and Mike has the O-line and is also on the headset up on top of the press box, and it's like having two coaches there together. And this Placer coaching staff, they really work well together. They work hard. I mean, they were out here for 5 hours the day before Thanksgiving. This is a group that gets after it, and they get their team involved, and the kids buy up, and there's a reason for it. And it starts with the coaches. And so, got to tip our cap to the Auburn Journal for pointing out a lot of these great stories along the way. And also, Touchdown Productions is here. Marty and Paul doing the call, and you can check them out on Channel 20. And if you don't see them on Channel 20, if you see another team, say maybe a Nevada Union volleyball game or something like that on Channel 20, all you need to do is give ACTV a call and let them know, hey, plug in the Placer game, please. We want to see the Placer game, and they will do that. So, because I did that this week, and they did. So it's nice to see Touchdown Productions is here. I want to thank our sponsors, Big O Tires on Lincoln Way, across from the State Theater, and KHAI Radio in Auburn. I want to thank Old Town Pizza in Auburn and Lincoln, Anchor Roofing in Auburn, Steve Zapatil, Anderson Sierra Pipe, Nevada Street Highway 49 in Auburn, and Tango Frozen Yogurt. Lisa Swissley, thank you very much. It was very good once again. And also, our other sponsors this year have been Beach Hut Deli at Easy Way Driving School, Dr. Bill Kirby, and got a chance to see Bill Kirby on the ACTV, does a good job as our city councilman. And also longtime volunteer team doctor for Placer, volunteered thousands of hours of time. And also Auburn Ford has been one of our sponsors as well. So we want to thank them all year long. Don't forget KHAI Morning News with Barry Steigers. News, traffic, weather, sports, interviews, and a lot of fun. That's Barry in the morning from 6 to 9 a.m. weekdays on KHAI. And, of course, Dave Rosenthal, the man, the afternoon report with Dave. News, traffic, weather, sports, a little craziness from time to time, interviews. Man about town, Dave Rosenthal does a great job, and of course he's our man in the studio for these broadcasts, and we'll have more scores for us as we understand Del Oro hanging tough against St. Mary's, and we understand that it's still 14-7. Sonora leading Lincoln down in Lincoln. And it's significant in a way. I mean, either way, Placer would love another shot at Lincoln to avenge their only loss of the year. A fumble late in the game in the end zone, near the red zone, near the goal line, is the difference in that one. And then the other hand, if Lincoln should lose, Placer will take it because that means they will get a home game next week. But they will be facing a very tough Sonora ball club that is year in and year out into the playoffs. And you will see if Sonora does come here, probably about 400 to 500 fans will come with them. They travel very big. I remember one year they played Del Oro in the, I think it was then the Division 2 or 3 playoffs, a different format down at UOP, and they brought a ton of people to that ball game. So, you know, Sonora, Calaveras, Mariposa, Argonaut High, I mean, they all bring it down south on Highway 49. This Calaveras team, I guarantee you, is not done with that at all. Quickly, Matt Folsom, I've taken too much time. You need to talk about stats in the first half.
Just a couple things stand out. Asher Gottsmer had 8 carries for 100 yards. Of course, most of that came on that 80-yard touchdown. He also had a 12-yard touchdown. But 286 total yards for the Hillmen, 12 first downs, to 110 yards for Calaveras, 7 first downs in the first half. So more than doubling by quite a bit Placer's offensive output over Calaveras.
286 yards total offense first half?
Yeah, Burnett was 9 out of 11 for 138 yards.
Well, they kept throwing the ball. They kept finding something that was, and even when what I liked about it was shades of that Bear River game with Burnett, and when somebody wasn't open, he was able to take off and run. And now the kick is to Usser. He takes it at the 15, comes to from the far side to the near side, and is hit and dropped at about the 20-yard line by Cody Combs. Cody Combs with the K over there, and Brandon Pope in on the stop as well. Talked about this Hillman injuries, you know, the Hillman offensive line. And certainly Calaveras has several injuries, and about 4 or 5 players not out there tonight for one reason or another. Well, they're waiting for the ball boy to get off the field, young Mr. Savins. And now the give is to Monty Wilson, and he breaks a tackle, and he's got a first down. He's up to the 35, 36-yard line. Good slashing runner, a la Pat Rollins of Colfax. And he's up to about the 35, 1st and 10 for Calaveras. And that is their, 6th first down of the ball game?
Their 8th first down.
8 first downs for the Redskins. Now the give is to Wilson, who slipped initially, and he'll lose yardage on this one. Caleb Mitchell there to help make the stop with Mike Gray.
That slip in the backfield definitely caused the timing of the play to be off, and obviously allowed the defense a chance to get in the backfield.
That's really the first time we've seen the field come into play. That slip right there.
2nd down and 11. First drive, second half. Redskins with the football. Hillman shift their line on defense, and Wilson gets the call, and he is up to maybe the 40-yard line, maybe the 41, and a pickup of about almost 6 yards, 5.5. So now it'll be 3rd down now.
That was
about 4.
That was a nice run. Pete dragged half the Placer defense with him for about 5 yards.
Coach Willaby said, got to keep those feet moving, and he did. Now a slot receiver to the far side to give to Fisher, and he's hit right off left tackle, hit immediately by Caleb Mitchell, who's still holding on. And finishing touches put over there by Connor McKenzie, Brett Land.
Interesting decision here for Calaveras. 4th and about 2 yards to go. They're at their end of the field, about their 43-yard line. If they don't make it, give Placer great field position, but the way their running game has been going with the runners up the middle, picking up 5 or 6 yards, I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for it.
I would think you got to punt. This shows, you know, confidence in your offensive line. Maybe they'll just go for a head bob, but shows no confidence in your defense. Fisher gets the football, and he's stopped. He will not get it. And at the bottom of the pile, making that stop is Josh Turney and Mike Gray, Caleb Mitchell, Brett Land, and the Hillmen stop them, and they get the ball 1st and 10. Maybe it says you have great confidence in your defense because now you think you've spotted the problem and you have the answer, and you're going to stop Placer here. in your own territory. I don't know.
I'd still rather make Placer go 80 yards or even 70 yards instead of 44.
Particularly one on muddy field.
Now Burnett is back to pass Hillman, going for the juggler, and there's a pass downfield to Dyer. Catches his second ball of the year. He's got a first down to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 Hillman. Good patience, a sprint out right by Burnett, and was able to find an open man, Rick.
I think that was Turney, wasn't it, rather than Dyer? I think it was Turney on the reception rather than Dyer.
Was it? Is that Turney?
I believe so.
I beg your pardon.
Well, which one is it?
Gotzmer with the handoff. That's definitely Asher. He gets down and he breaks a tackle and squeezes through. He's into the end zone. Asher Gotzmer hit at the line of scrimmage, stopped, and then just took off for the far side and got away from about maybe the 15-yard line. Just dashed to the end zone. There was nobody there to touch him. Wow. So a pass play and a Gotzmer run. And it's 30-3 Hillman with 9:23 to go in the third period with the extra point attempt upcoming.
Wow. 24-second drive.
We've seen a few of those this year.
Yeah, we sure have.
High pass from center, but Staten gets it down, and it's no good. I think it was wide to the right. So 9:23 to go. Third period, the score: Placer 30, Calaveras 3 on the AM 950 KAHI Game of the Week.
Hi, this is Mark Lund, President and CEO of Community First.
Wow.
We're back at Lefevre Stadium, Auburn, California, and the fog is dropping by for a visit.
Wow.
I mean, it has just come out of nowhere, and it's just going to settle over the field.
Looks like that Chicago-Philadelphia game.
This is like a scary movie. I'm waiting for the pirate ship to show up.
I just watched The Mist, Stephen King's The Mist, last night with my son at midnight, watching The Mist, and you got to be wary of all those creatures from another dimension.
And that was in about 30 seconds.
Oh,
this
man.
is amazing. You know, before the game, they took the tarp off, and it started raining. The field got a little damp, but the clouds are pretty high up there. And Bob Burge and I are been around long enough to remember a couple of Placer games where the fog rolled in so bad we couldn't see. Oh, what a return by Ussery on the kickoff. He's to the 40, breaks it at the 50. One man to get him. Aaron Maddox chasing him. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Calaveras Redskins on an 85-yard return by number 24, Chris Ussery. A junior, 5'8", 155-pound scat back, and he's done that before on the year. He is something else.
And the fog didn't have anything to do with that. It wasn't that they couldn't see him. He just broke through and saw his speed just run away from people.
Yeah, it looked like the coverage team for Placer lost some of their lanes, and as a result, there was a big opening right in the middle of the field.
They were all bunched up on the far side.
So, wow. 30-9 the score right now with 9:08 to go. And the kick upcoming from Pekarsik is good. The extra point kick is good. So 9:08 to go in the third period. And lightning in the bottle. Ussery with an 85-yard kickoff return. The score: Placer 30, Calaveras 10 on the AM 950 KAHI Game of the Week.
You've heard it.
Matt Folsom is merely singing the words of the song that the Placer Fight Song pep band was playing.
I don't drink, so yeah, I'm just being Pee Wee Herman up here.
Ready for the kickoff here, and it is a long kick, I think. The fog is setting in pretty good here, and it's taken at the 25-yard line by Southward, and he's still battles all the way up to the 30, coming to the near sideline. Nice kickoff return by Cameron Southward. Well, we mentioned a few times, Matt, that Ussery, pretty good kickoff returner, and then he broke one there.
Boy, he did. He just got through that hole, and next thing you know, he's separated completely. And at about the 40, 45-yard line, he had three green-clad Hillmen trying to track him down, and he just pulled away.
So we have seen Josh Turney with his first reception on the year, and Also, Dalton Dyer with his first reception on the year. In motion is Dyer, but it's a give. It is a counter play, and it's Dyer up the middle, and Dyer gets across the 40-yard line to the 45, 46-yard line. The fake was to Gottsmer, and the give was on a kind of a counter play, Rick, to Dyer, but there's a flag on the field, and it's against Placer, and we can make out the flag on the far side. Let's see what they got. Last year at this time we were down at Dixon and the fog settled over the field, and it was really kind of an eerie thing. Ken, we won't forget that Michael Kirby photograph that was in the journal on that day when three guys were going up for a ball. Illegal procedure call against Placer. Rick, what was that?
You know, I don't know whether I didn't catch the flag at the time it happened. It may have been some type of formation penalty. I didn't see anybody jump, and obviously they let the play continue, so usually that's some type of formation problem.
Well, Joey Montoya is talking to the official on the near side about something, and he says, okay, all right, got it. Southward goes out. Burnett goes back to the huddle. Hillmen quickly to the line of scrimmage. Single back. Last time they threw out of this, they're going to throw this time. And Burnett is going to tuck now and run. Tries to get to the far side, and he's going to be run out of bounds by Sewell. Losing yardage. No, not losing yardage, but not quite back to the line of scrimmage. A pickup of maybe 4 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 11.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen fog roll in this fast and this heavy. And
I used to, when I was a kid, living in Auburn and on High Street, to just watch it roll in up out of nowhere, and it's something to behold. It's getting pretty foggy now. The give to Gottsmer. He wants to come to the near side, trying to get outside, and he's going to be stopped and thrown down at about the 31-yard line by Connor Sewell.
Sewell did a nice job of stringing that play out, kept the play in front of him, used the sideline, and Gottsmer didn't have anywhere to go. He did a nice job on defense.
Picked up about a yard maybe. Sewell stopped it there, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Hillmen. They lead by 20 points as we're approaching the 8-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Hillmen break the huddle quickly to the line. Split back, the fake, now the pass, and Burnett is hit as he throws. The ball is loose, and who's got it? It's going to be a fumble, no question about it. It will not be an incomplete pass. They're still scrambling for the football. Russ Bennett, the white hat, is unpiling them, and he's saying it's 4th down. One official said 4th down, one official said 3rd down. Russ Bennett thinks it's 3rd down, but Frank Marino knows better. He says, nope, that's a 4th down. So Placer's going to have to punt.
And they're lucky to get that ball back, because that bounced from about four different players wearing white and red.
Good job by Russell Bennett, the white hat, to get into that pile and make sure who had the ball. So standing at his own 4-yard line, it'll be Cameron Southward to punt, 2nd time of the ball game. And he gets the kick away. It's a high line drive kick, if you can believe that, and it is taken at the 42-yard line by Ussery, who called for the fair catch. And so now Calaveras is in business in good field position, and the crowd, Ric Willaby, asking for defense for the part of the Hillmen.
Well, you know, sometimes it just takes one big play to get a team fired up and started, and it looks like Calaveras with that big play, the touchdown return, the kickoff return for a touchdown, has given them some life. Let's see what Placer can do on defense here.
All right, here come the Redskins. The slot left, the give is to Fisher. He wants that left tackle side, and he pulls forward for about 2 or 3 yards before he's stopped by Mike Gray. And who was that, Caleb Mitchell? Was that Wilson with the ball? Wilson and Fisher.
I had
jerseys that are pretty well black. I thought it was Fisher as well.
I thought it was.
Now Wilson, they're in I-backs now, and the fullback is the blocking back, and Wilson is going to be hit and dropped by Josh Turney, who came up from an outside linebacker position and made the stop behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of a few on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 8.
Turney's having a good defensive night. He's been in the backfield several times making plays and either making the tackle or basically turning the play inside to somebody else. So he's having a great defensive night tonight.
They're not full in Turney, that's for sure.
All right, back to pass now. Bach looking, now throws it out to the flat to Wilson. He's got it. He'll be short of the first. No, he won't. He broke some tackles. He's heading upfield. He's going to get to the outside. He could go with a block. He's at the 10. He's at the 5 and driven out of bounds there. No flags on the play. A big pickup for the Calaveras Redskins.
51-yard completion.
He was stopped, Ric Willaby, before the lead stake on the chains.
There were two defenders there. It looked like he was going to be short of the first down, but he definitely made a great play getting away from the tackle, came back across the other side of the field, and as a result, no one was there based on the pursuit heading towards Calaveras sideline and got it down inside the 5, it looks like.
The foot of the ball is touching the inside of the 5-yard line. The nose is just past the 5. And the give is to Ussery around the far side. He's going to get in. Chris Ussery with a 5-yard run. And the Calaveras Redskins have made this a ball game, 30-16, with 5:40 to go here in the third period. Ussery with the kickoff return. And now with a player run around the left side, good speed to the outside, and just got past the Hillmen defense.
Pete, we've talked about how for Placer all year long it's been the big plays, and 2 big plays have got Calaveras right back in this football game.
Now, I'm glad that Matt Pekarsik has orange shoes, because I can see who's kicking the extra point here in this fog. And it's placed down, it's kicked, it's high enough, and it's long enough and good. 5:40 to go, third period. The score, Placer 30, Calaveras 17 on the AM 950 KAHI Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Larry Ingersoll, Chief Title Officer and Manager of Placer Title in Grass Valley. Welcome to Placer Title's new office at 380 Sierra College Drive, Suite 100, Grass Valley. Placer Title's been in Nevada County since 1995 and has supported all the local athletics and especially minor football. So remember to look for Placer Title at our new home on Litton Hill near Sierra College at 380 Sierra College Drive, Suite 100, Grass Valley.
Welcome to Citizens Bank of Northern California. Hi, I'm Gary Gall, President and CEO. At Citizens Bank, we like to take the mystery out of banking. Started 15 years ago by community leaders, Citizens Bank has grown to 7 branches to serve you. We at Citizens Bank all want to congratulate our sports teams for a job well done. The athletes, coaches, and their families. And we wish you the best of luck in the postseason. Citizens Bank of Northern California. Your community, your bank.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum welcome you to their Grass Valley location. Using OptiMap technology, Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum offer complete eye examinations and can treat any eye condition. They then fill your prescription and grind your lenses in-house, offering a wide selection of frames and contacts. Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum, protecting your most precious gift of sight. 360 Sierra College Drive, Grass Valley.
Gold and silver are more important as a part of your investment portfolio more now than ever before. There's inflationary pressures. China alone could push the gold price more than double from $1,000 to $2,000 an ounce. Hi, my name is Jason Hommel and welcome to the JH Mint. Here at the JH Mint we have all sorts of gold and silver. We have about 200 ounces of gold. We have about 20,000 ounces of silver or more in stock. We also assay or scrap gold jewelry and placer gold, and we will be here for all of your gold and silver investing needs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yeah, well, the Placer High Pep Band is doing its thing. The gold mine, the student body, they're all on their feet. But Calaveras has come back. It's 30-17, and the Hillmen are up by Now we have what? A flag on the play? Did he miss the football? I'm not sure. It's starting to get foggy down there, fellas.
They had one of their coverage guys was a little early.
I'm glad you could see that.
He got there before the kicker did.
Okay, and that was a quick whistle, though. I mean, normally it takes a while to call everybody back.
I think the tip-off was it was the guy that was right beside the kicker that was early.
I'm trying to get this score down to Donna Toff, the AD down at Lincoln. So I'm going to press send on my little text messages. I'm proud of myself texting in the middle of a football game. All right, now here's a kick going to be returned by Maddox at about the 27-yard line. And Placer will take over there. And the Hillmen, no question about it, they need to put together another drive, put together another score. I'm sure they'd be happy with the score, but a drive, I'm sure they'd settle for a nice 10-play drive, take some time off the clock, and at least get a field goal and make up for that missed extra point.
We want to try to get a little momentum back here, Pete. Right now, Calaveras has the momentum going.
Now we have somebody, some idiot running down the field with nothing but a shirt on, and he's reaching down to, and he goes out the gate on the far side, and a little levity. Not so much for getting momentum for your ball club right there. Something like that breaking.
I haven't seen streakers since 1975. I graduated from high school. That was all the rage back then.
He went 80 yards, but I wouldn't say he was untouched.
Yeah, but was it within 12 seconds?
People were running away from him.
There's Turney with a handoff. He picks up a yard or two. So it'll have a buzz still over this crowd. Good thing it was foggy.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's second down and about 7. Gottsmer went 80 yards in 12 seconds, and Ussery went 85 yards in 14 seconds. Now here's Dalton Dyer going to the far side, and he's going to be run out of bounds. Short of the first down. He's almost to the 45, but it looks like he's a little short of that mark. I want to mention there have been some memorable games in the fog here. This one we can still see pretty well to the far side, but there were games when you could barely make out the lights, where the light was coming from. You couldn't see the light posts. And we had the famous Terry Spivey second half kickoff return where nobody knew where the heck the ball was. Here's a counter play, and it's good for a first down as Josh Turney gets up to about the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 Hillmen. What they needed to do was to move the sticks.
15th first down for the Hillmen. Ball just shy of midfield.
15? That's what I have.
That's exactly what you have. I saw you making all those hash marks there. Can't fool me.
Trying to keep up with Matt Folsom is trying to play mumble.
That's because you were texting. Give me a break,
losing
a
leg. All right, back to pass Burnett. He's got Gottsmer wide open down the middle. They close on him, and he gets bumped before the ball gets there. There's no call. Oh, and the fans don't like that. Gottsmer wants to know what's going on. He said, hey, I had that ball in my hands. I had my hands up, and I was hit before the ball got there. Close play. The official right on it. No call.
Pretty good coverage by Calaveras. They're double covering Gottsmer on that.
Well,
the
he
ball
was open early.
And the ball was well thrown. And, according to the officials, it was perfectly timed.
Saw one of those in that Raider game the other night. I think it was a Raider game. Now here's the give to Gottsmer. He'll come around the near side. He's going to bust this one to the 40, to the 30, gets a block from Clem, and then is caught from behind at the 15-yard line. And who caught him? It was the big fella, the guy who's been running 100 meters in track and field to get a little faster, Gary Gellerman. 6'2", 216 pounds, and as Gottsmer had to slow up waiting for his blocker, Gellerman caught him from behind.
And he's lucky he didn't lose that ball because I don't think he was aware that there was a Redskin coming up right behind him and made the tackle.
That is a special play, Rick. That's a special guy can make that play.
Absolutely.
All right, quickly to the line of scrimmage, the Hillman with the ball. Gottsmer gets it again going on left side, and he's hit and stopped, and it's Van Leer making the stop for a loss of about a yard or so. A lineman that can get downfield and then chase it back down like that, that's special.
Particularly with Gottsmer's speed, you don't usually see that happening. So it was a great play by the defender. Nice job by Clem out front blocking on that play, and he came off the field afterwards, so hopefully he's just getting his air.
All right, to give Dyer, and Dyer tries the left side. He gets down to about that 10-yard line. Is that Turney? Did I mess up again?
I don't know. It's the fog, so we'll give you credit for it.
Was that Turney or was that? Okay.
It's Dyer. It was
That
Dyer.
was Dyer.
Yeah.
Okay, I got that one right. Bob Bird messed that one up. It was? Well, Bob Bird says it was Turney. I'll give it to him. All right. So it's third down and about 7. The give, the fake, and it's back to pass as Burnett rolling to his right. He's got pressure, gets away, gets to the outside, and is finally brought down at about the 19-yard line.
It's a 14.
Is it the 14?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
Hard to see.
It is the 14. Now, a big marker over there with a 20 on it. I should have picked that up. So we're going to be doing the rest of the ball game with these field glasses on.
Yes, you are.
Fourth down and loss on the play, so 4th down and 9. Great pressure by the Calaveras defense. 2:01 to go in the third period. The Hillmen with a 13-point lead. And what are we doing? Waiting for a play to come in, and now a timeout will be called by Joey Montoya. Let's take a 30-second break here. 1:53 to go in the third. Placer 30, Calaveras 17 on the AM 950 KAHI Game of the Week.
All right, thanks, Pete. We'll take the break right here at the KHAI Sports Desk. We're down at Lincoln. It's getting crazy down there. Sonora went up 28-7 in this ballgame. Zebras have come back to cut it now to 28-14 in quarter number 3. Elsewhere around the section, St. Mary's 14-7 over Del Oro. That game at the half. Folsom again up 21-14 over Granite Bay at the half. And Rockland a 7-0 lead over Atwater at the half. Grant having little problem with Fairfield up 38-12 at the half. And there you go, the D2 roundup. And again, Sheldon behind big time to Nevada Union, but Monterey Trail now up just 15-8 over Burbank, and it looks like it will be the Catholics v. Christians in the D4B final next week as we head it back out to Lefevre.
Wow, 28-7, now 28-14 in that Lincoln game. The Fighting Zebras having all they can deal with down there by Sonora. Now we're going to see a field goal attempt from Cameron southward. This will be about a 31-yard attempt. The ball will be placed down at the 21. Evan Staten with the hold. Connor Gray with the pass from center. And here it comes. Placed down. It's kicked. And it's long enough. Is it good enough? It is! Cameron southward with a 31-yard field goal that erases the missed extra point earlier and makes this a 2-score plus game. With 1:49 to go in the third quarter, the score is Placer 33, Calaveras 17, and Ric Willaby. That's just what the Hillmen needed, was an answer.
Absolutely. We wanted to see them march it down the field, which they did. Unfortunately, on that third down play, lost a little yardage. Big field goal attempt there. Now it's a 2-touchdown with two-point conversions required to tie up the score. So that was a big field goal right there.
A smart move by Coach Montoya as well to let the clock run down, burn another 12, 13 seconds, and then call the timeout, get set up for the field goal, not have any doubt about it. Don't want to rush something out there like that, get the wrong guy out there, and or, not enough guys out there and have to call another timeout. It was just good thinking. I think settle everybody down, let's go get 3 points, and that's a good move. Let's listen to the crowd during the reaction to the Lincoln Sonora score. Once again,
I think half of them won another matchup with Lincoln, and half of them won a home game next week.
It wouldn't be nice to see an all D4A final from the PVL, but it would have to be at Lincoln. All right, here's a pooch kick, and Calaveras fumbles it or muffs it, and the officials on the scene signals Calaveras has recovered, and the Redskins alertly pounce on a loose ball, and I believe it was it 33 that came out of there with it? Ty Sewell?
Yep. Pete, I do know 100% of them want Placer to win tonight.
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing.
No
on
question
their mind.
about that. I don't think they would want to go to Lincoln next week to watch Calaveras play again,
I don't
although
think that's going to happen, no.
boy, the fog's making it difficult to see now. It's really coming in and hard to see the far sideline. And the pass naturally that way and almost picked off for a touchdown. And let's see if they call that a pass or a lateral. Almost picked off by Josh Turney, and incomplete is the call. As Turney couldn't get his hands on it, and the ball landed, and then it was just a matter, was it forward or was it backwards? And officials right on the scene ruled that it was indeed a forward pass. Incomplete. Good call. 1:38 to go in the third. Hillmen still with the lead now, 33-17. The give is to Monty Wilson, and he is strung out and thrown out of bounds at the 17-yard line.
Mike Gray making the play.
Mike Gray did a nice job on that. Was the defender with the initial contact, started driving him towards the sideline, and then he got help from the rest of the defense.
Rick Foley, the JV coach, giving Wilson a hand up. Rick Foley, outstanding math teacher and quite a motivational guy in track and field, has built an incredible program here in track and field. And a good JV football coach as well. His team only lost about 3 games this year. Back to pass is Bach, looking out to the far side, and the ball is incomplete. Incomplete. It bounced up in the air. I couldn't tell if it hit the ground first or not. Josh Turney, again, having a great night on defense, as you pointed out, Rick Willaby, in on that play.
Yeah, he had great coverage on the receiver there. Did a really nice job. It's going to bring up 4th down for Calaveras, and exactly what Placer wanted to do after kicking that field goal. Shut them down and get the ball back and try to keep the momentum going.
4th down and 13, as far as I can tell from looking through the fogs at the stick.
Scoreboard says 12, but
he's wrong. 13.
Tom's never wrong.
Tom's never wrong, but he just missed this one. It happens every 30 years or so. Oh, a broken play, and running with the football is Kai Sewell, and I think he's thrown for a loss back at about the 7 or 8 yard line.
Oh, it's a bad snap, and he dropped it, picked it up, had to run, or he was going to get that thing blocked, and just ran sideways. And I think he's down at about the 8 yard line.
And he slipped, and just as soon as he slipped, he knew he couldn't get the kick off. So he took off running to try to get some room to kick, and the Hillmen covered that very well. And that is a key turning point in this ball game with 46 seconds to go in the third period, because the Hillmen are now knocking on the door inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. The give is to Turney right up the middle. He's inside the 5 yard line and is stopped there. And it was Eli Tom getting off the bottom of the pile for the Redskins.
And we're going to rely on you, Pete, to tell us who carries the ball so we can keep the stats up to date, because we literally cannot not tell without the
You mean you don't usually rely on me?
No. Usually we just kind of put up with you with what you say.
I think Placer is either going to call a timeout here, or they're looking to have the quarter in because we're down to about 10 seconds.
That's what they're going to do, let it run out. That's good clock management by the Placer coaching staff. Mike Saban's upstairs talking to Joey Montoya. And the Placer fans are excited. They're looking for a 3rd playoff game if things go their way tonight here. And Sonora should hang on to its lead down in Lincoln. After 3 periods of play, it's Placer 33, Calaveras 17 on the AM 950 KAHI Game of the Week.
Adecco is the world's leader in employment services, and Adecco of Grass Valley has secured thousands of jobs for your neighbors right here in Nevada County. They can also assist you in resume building and recommend any changes in your employment skills. Branch Manager Dawn Whitmore and her staff Lisa Harkey and Autumn Payne offer temporary positions, temp to hire, and direct placements, all from their Grass Valley office. In our current economy, it's good to have all the resources of Adecco Employment Services on your side.
Welcome to We've Got Scrubs. My name is Christine Pickering. We've Got Scrubs supplies medical scrubs, shoes, and accessories to the medical profession. Our local store offers a full range of products from major manufacturers. We've Got Scrubs is proud to carry scrub uniforms such as Cherokee, Dickies, Landau, and Barco. We carry all sizes and styles for our male and female customers. We are always looking at complementing our scrub uniform line for your professional needs because we've got scrubs.
B&C is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. They carry everything you need. In their garden center, you'll find a complete nursery along with expert advice on trees, shrubs, perennials, and garden enhancements. They're open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center in the Fowler Center, Grass Valley. Your car or truck is an extension of your personality. Chuck Calaveras knows this, so Top This delivers truck and auto attitude every day with in-store displays featuring thousands of products from WeatherGuard, DZ, Bracket Truck Racks, along with a large selection of aftermarket performance products, all from the top manufacturers. So give your car or truck the attitude it deserves at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Purchasing a used car is better for the environment than buying a new one. That's right, the energy it takes to create a new automobile versus one already built is substantial. So when you choose a used vehicle from Keith Kerwin and Todd Slover, you're helping the environment by consuming less energy. At Pioneer Motors, every car is handpicked, Carfax checked, inspected, and detailed. Pioneer Motors, 1611 Main Street in Grass Valley.
Three-part harmony. You don't get that every Friday night, I tell you what.
Hey, listen here, Harmonizers. I got an interesting score for you from down in Stockton. How about those Del Oro Golden Eagles hanging tough with top seed St. Mary's? Third quarter score, 14-14.
14, yeah, baby. Go Eagles.
All right, here come the Hillmen, and it's Gossamer going off the left side, and he is close but not quite into the end zone.
I don't think anybody can tell with the fog.
Now we're going to have to rely on the zebras.
That's as close as it can get to not being in there.
I got to ask you guys a question.
Okay.
I think these uniforms these guys have on in the college game that they use, I think they look great. What do you think about the NFL Batman pajama uniforms for the officials? Not that I want my bias to show.
You know what?
In a minute.
I like to wear my sweats on Sunday also.
All right, the handoff is to Turney. He's into the end zone, I believe. Wow, if he's not in, they don't have him into the end zone, I guess. They stopped him short. And you have to give...
Well, and you got to go for this down here.
You got to give credit to Adam Bassett on that play.
Saying there was
I think there's a turnover here. They're saying there's a
Oh,
fumble.
that's why they didn't signal anything. Oh, he fumbled the football. We can't, it's very hard to see, folks. We apologize, but it's about the only thing that's coming in real clear are the white pants of these officials. Well, so somebody fumbled. I think it was Turney down at the 1-yard line, and Calaveras has the football again. But they got a long way to go.
Placer's going to need a timeout here. They don't have their defense on the field.
Well, how can you tell? I mean, you can't see that far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They had 11 out there, but they weren't necessarily organized. And now Calaveras is going to come to their sideline and talk things over. So Placer has used 2 timeouts this half, or 3?
I have them using 2.
So they have 1 remaining. 11:02 to go. 33-17 the score. Placer with the lead. The other score that we're keeping an eye on, last we heard, Sonora 28, Lincoln 14. And that's significant because if Sonora should hold on to that lead, it'll be the winner of this game playing Sonora. And if the winner of this game is Placer, that game will be played here. Boy, look at the middle of the field now, guys.
I can't.
Actually, the best place to see right now is down in the end zone where
we're looking.
Where Calaveras is lined up, ready to start this drive. They're at the 1-yard line, and the fog has really moved in now. All right, Bach, the quarterback, standing in his own end zone, gives to Fisher, and Fisher gets maybe a yard or 2, I believe, before being pushed back into the end zone. But his forward progress will get him out to the 1-yard line according to where the official is standing on the near side.
So no gain on that one. And you're saying that was Fisher, huh?
That was Fisher.
Okay, good.
Definitely wasn't Dyer.
I would think Placer would really zone in on the running game here with the fact that Calaveras is so far back at their own end of the field.
If they try a screen pass out of this formation, look for Placer to try the pick. Here's the handoff going around the right side. I don't know who it has it. But Bob Burge says it's Wilson, so I'll go with that. And
you got it to the 9, so
the last
pickup.
The last guy off the pile was Eli Tom again, who's done a great job blocking tonight.
Wow, it is literally solid.
Either that or my I just need to wipe off the glasses on these. No, it's nasty. So not much of a gain at all. So here they come, motion back and forth to give to Fisher to the near side, and
I think he's short.
He is going to be short.
No gain on the play.
No gain whatsoever. So ball is at about the 9-yard line. That gain by Wilson on the previous play was about 7 or 8 yards. No gain for Fisher on that one. They need about a yard. The ball is just barely inside the 10. They need to go about a yard and the length of a football for a first down.
And I think they're going for it here, Pete.
They have to. Here's Wilson and Fisher split backs in the backfield. Bach has a man in motion. He gives to Fisher. Fisher is hit at the line of scrimmage, driven back. Let's see where they mark it. They're marking it right at the 10-yard line, and that's going to be about 2 feet short. Both flank officials are in and standing at the 10. It's going to be short. It'll be Placer ball. They're going to call for a measurement, and that's the right thing to do. But based on where they're standing now, where they've put the ball, unfortunately for Calaveras, needs to be about 2 feet longer.
Well, they started the drive at the 1. I mean, that was where the ball was recovered at the 1, so they had to get to the 11.
Right.
They're standing
I would say
10.
it's a length of a ball shy of a first down, and here comes the change. I still can't see. Just too much fog, and Josh Clem's in my way.
He's always...
Josh, get out of the way. It is a first down, Placer. And Josh Clem gets up and says, no way, no way. So I'll believe Joshy, and it's 1st and 10 for the Hillmen. Wow, look at that. That's the reverse of a goal line stand, Ric Willaby.
Absolutely. And with 9 minutes left, I know you said they needed to go for it, but I was a little surprised down at their end of the field they didn't kick it away with hopes of getting the ball back.
Well, they give Placer a short field, they're going to score anyway. They gave him a real short field here. Burnett rolls out, passes. He's got a man, and he can't come up with a Dyer incomplete pass at about the 5-yard line. And as he comes back to the field, Gottsberg comes over and gives him a hand. So it'll be, don't put that up in front of me. Legal? What's legal? Oh, ID?
Yeah.
You mean like KAHI, Auburn, California?
The fog isn't hurting your hearing, is it?
Oh, gosh, I can't tell who's got the ball. Somebody up the middle, and he's breaking loose. It's Dyer! Dyer down to about the 1-yard line, and getting some good lead blocking by Connor Gray.
Placer's offense, it's usually tough enough to find the ball, let alone in the fog here, Pete.
Well, naturally, they're going to mark him down now at about the 3, and I only know that because that's where the flank official on the near side is standing. And it's impossible. The give is to Turney up the middle. Touchdown, Turney into the end zone from 3 yards out, and the Hillmen have taken a 39-17 lead with 8:17 remaining in the ball game.
Well, it's hard to comment because we really can't see anything, but
sounded like a really good play.
Way to go, Josh.
All right.
Run, baby.
Touchdown, Turney. Now let's put the glasses on the on Evan Staten. He's done such a good job holding for the place kicking of Cameron Southward. And it's a good snap from center, and it's placed down its kick. Let's see what the officials say. They say it's good. So 8:17 to go. We'll step away for 30 seconds to score. Placer 40, Calaveras 17 on the AM 950 KAHI Game of the Week. All right then, 28 to 20 down in Lincoln, and here it's 40 to 17 with 8:17 to go. And there's going to be a pooch kick, and somebody down the middle is going to catch it for Calaveras, and they do. And I can tell you right now that Steven Hernandez, who caught that ball at about the 33-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 Calaveras.
How did you see that?
With the glasses. I saw him get up. 8:15 to go here in this ball game. Hillmen now with a 23-point lead. Back to pass, and it looks like it was attempted to be a double pass, and it is a double pass, and Ussery catches the ball at about the 43-yard line, is hit and tackled, but that almost looked like two forward passes.
It was.
Well, the pass was out to Colton Berg. Now, Colton Berg is a quarterback who started the year as a quarterback, big, strong kid. But apparently he was behind the quarterback when he caught that ball. And you're right, a bunch of interesting passes, and who knows what we're going to see now. They're across midfield, and it's a sprint out for Bach around the far side, and he's spun around and looks like he's tackled maybe a gain of a yard. I don't know, 2nd and 9, possible to see, and maybe some extracurricular on the far side. No, they're just trying to get a good spot. Oh, there is a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play, and it is unsportsmanlike conduct against the Hillmen. Maybe too much exuberance after that tackle, I'm not sure. But that's going to be a 15-yard penalty from the 42-yard line. So down to the 27-yard line we'll go with a 1st and 10 for the Redskins with 7:35 left in this game. The Hillmen leading 40 to 17.
Third personal foul on the evening for the Hillmen.
Well, Coach Montoya wants to see a little swagger. Every coach likes to see his team have a little fun out there, but you don't want to get carried away. And I'm just guessing. Don't know. I couldn't even see it. Fisher powers forward for about 5 yards. And tackle made by, looked like Lenz and Gottsmer were in on that stop. So now 2nd down and 5. Can't even see the chain crew. 2nd down and about 6. And the give is to Fisher again, and he gets maybe a few yards. And I beg your pardon, that was Wilson that carried. I screwed up.
Thanks a lot. Now I have to erase that.
Between Bob Burge and I, we're going to get one of these right. We got 4 pair of eyes going through these high-power binoculars, but they need to invent something that sees through fog. It's tough. So it's 3rd down and a couple of yards, and it's a fumble. It's a fumble on the snap from center. Who's got it? Looking for an indication from the officials, and it appears that it is going to be either 4th down for Calaveras or a 1st down for Calaveras, and looks like we're going to have a measurement. And Russell Bennett, our white hat, says, let's get the chain crew over here. Tony Camalucci ambles out with the lead stake, hands it to the umpire, Mike Maynard, and they stretch the chains, and it's going to be short by maybe 8 to 10 inches.
We'll take your word.
Give or take 6 inches.
We just know it's short.
It's short. That's the main thing. It doesn't matter. Calaveras will go for it. And they'll move the chains now and reset the ball.
So I'm guessing that was a fumbled snap. Is that what that?
Fumbled snap.
Fumbled snap.
That's what it looked like.
Bach never really got the football on the exchange from the center. I don't know if the fog played a role in that or not. But all right, here they go. It'll be Fisher will be. The lone back in the backfield is going to be Fisher. Yes, and hit. And I don't know if he got it or not. They'll probably have to measure this one, too.
Bach on the keeper.
Bach just kept the football and stood up, and they're calling it first down. First down for the Redskins. The ball is at the 17, between the 16 and the 17-yard line.
16 and a half.
It's close. You can take your pick, either one. Bach brings him up. He's got Fisher in the backfield, double wing. They've been passing out of this formation, and they give it to Wilson in motion. He spins around the outside, gets free. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Monty Wilson for Calaveras, and that makes it a 40-23 ball game.
Well, I wish I could comment on that, but I can't.
I can't either.
Well, he got to the outside, got hit, did a spin move, and headed straight upfield, had a downfield blocker, and he was into the land of quick six, as Del Rogers would say.
I think we need a couple more pairs of binoculars is what I think.
Well, you know, they have them on sale at Big Five. You could have gotten a really good pair today for about $18. I was thinking of you, Rick. I was up this morning. I did the early bird thing, and I thought, nah, we'll get by. Then the fog rolls in. So they're going to go for two. Now the pass play is underway, and Bach throws the ball, and it's in the end zone, and it is incomplete back of the end zone, and so the lead remains at 17. 5:33 to go in the regulation of this ball game, and it's Placer 40, Calaveras 23 on the AM 950 KAHI game of the week.
All right, back here at the KHAI Sports Desk, Dave Rosenthal with some more scores for you. D1 scored. Pretty good game between Pleasant Grove and Vacaville, 28-28. Let's get back to Division 2. It's still 21-14 Folsom over Granite Bay. Rockland opening it up a little bit against Atwater. They lead 21-6. Still Grant big over Fairfield, but down in Stockton. How about those Golden Eagles? They get a field goal in quarter number 3, 17-14 into the fourth quarter. Del Oro with the football, and over in Lincoln, Sonora's Wildcats pick up a safety to take a 10-point lead at 30-20. They get the ball back, and they've still got it in the fourth quarter as we headed back to Lefevre.
Wow, a safety, a Sonora safety. Here's the reaction from the crowd. Tell you what, these Hillmen they're more concerned right now about this game than that game in Lincoln, because it has just been narrowed down. I think this kickoff went out of bounds on the far side.
I think it was an onside kick, Pete. I think one of the Placer players fell on it, but it was an onside kick. Went down to about the 46.
Okay, it either went out of bounds on the far side or it was an onside kick. One of the.
Can you imagine someone listening, from another radio station? What do you mean they think?
What do you think?
They think. We think. Those guys are terrible. We think it was a handoff. We think it was incomplete.
We think. This is a heck of a ball game. Now, I know that Dalton Dyer has the ball. He's coming to the near side. Got a little running room across the 50. Hesitate. And he is finally hit. Picked up a few more yards. Gets down to about the 47-yard line. Hands the ball to the referee, like a good running back should. And that's a pickup of about 8, maybe 7. So we'll say second down and 3. Again, the fog, very much a factor for those of us watching the game.
I'd try end arounds all day long. End around, end around, end around.
Why? Because they take up more time?
Well,
they can see down on the field. They can see just fine down on the field. We just, we can't see very well up here. All right, the give is up the middle, and that is Turney. And Turney gets the first down, gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. My headphone volume goes crazy. Sorry about that. And
mine did too.
Yeah, I hit the master, I think. So there you go. It's down to the 30, and it's the first down. 4:37 to go. Is it still too hot? What did I do here? technical difficulty.
I think he got a little excited on that turning run.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. All right, so great run for Turney and the Hillmen.
Yards.
And the clock is running, and this is going to be pretty difficult now for Calaveras to come back, I think, at this point. The give is a give to Turney up the middle, and Turney is hit as he gets down to about the, well, where the heck is it?
I think it's just
5,
shy of the
10,
20, isn't it?
Mark on about the 20.
20-yard line.
So
Yes, you're right.
Pick up
21-yard line is where they're going to mark it. So it's about a yard shy of the first down. 2nd and 1. Tom Rossetto, our clock operator, seems to have a way of seeing through the fog. Oh, every time a flash goes off from the far side, I can't see a thing. All right, here we go. To the line of scrimmage are the Hillmen. And the give up the middle is to Turney, and he's got the first down. Spinning, struggling for more yardage. And he's down to about the 17 or 18. Somewhere between the 15 and the 20.
I think he's about the 16. He had about a 5-yard pickup on that, Pete.
Okay. Look at the line judges on the side. They can give us a better indication.
Turney now, 13 carries for 72 yards. Combine that with Asher Gottsmer's 13 carries for 165 yards. You got it.
Coaches are holding the players at the sideline. Usually Placer's very quick in calling their play, getting the line of scrimmage. They're working the clock right now.
Absolutely. They're used to that. Here's the give to Dyer, and he's across the 20. And so you lost yardage on that play. In on that stop, Eli Tom again. What a great game he has had for the Redskins on defense. And so that brings 2nd down and about 12 for the first down. The ball is, they're letting the clock run as much as possible now. And coming into the ball game for the Hillmen is Keith Quinn, a wide receiver, split to the left side. The give in the backfield is what? A delay, or did that go to?
I think it was the first man through.
That's Cody Combs. Cody Combs getting a carry out there. Also seeing out there an offense for Placer, Roberto Esteban is playing a little football tonight.
Pete, on the ready for play signal by the referee, they've got 25 seconds to run the play, so it was just under the 2:05 mark. So Placer's going to probably try to run it down to about the 1:40 mark before they snap the ball.
So Asher Gottsmer is out of the football game right now. Esteban and Cody Combs is the fullback, and they give the ball. No, they give the ball to Combs up the middle. Esteban was the fake guy around the far side. And Combs gets a few yards, and there's a timeout called, and it's called by Calaveras with 1:29 left in the football game. And it's going to be the Hillmen, and who are they going to play? Last we heard, Lincoln was trailing by 10 points.
Why don't I give you an update on that one, Pete? Yes, we do. All right, we've got 6:09 to go in that fourth quarter. And the Sonora Wildcats push across another one and have taken a 16-point lead at 36-20. Meanwhile, down south in Stockton, how about them Golden Eagles? Don't count them out. Don't ever count them out. Del Oro 24, St. Mary's 14, quarter 4, as we headed back out to Lefevre.
Wow. So it looks like we're going to have a third playoff game here as Cameron Southward lines up at the 20-yard line. Evan Staten will put this ball down maybe the 19, and he will try a 29-yard field goal. He's got an earlier field goal on the books already. The ball's placed down and kicked, and we'll look at the officials. It's good! And everybody had to wait for the officials on that one because we couldn't see. 1:24 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll definitely take a break. The score, Placer 43, Calaveras 23 on AM 950 KAHI Game of the Week.
You're always close by your neighborhood Ace Hardware in Auburn. Located on Highway 49 at Luther Road and locally owned and operated for the past 12 years by Mike Ryan and his family, Neighborhood Ace has teamed up with the buying power of Ace Hardware to bring you the largest selection of products for your home and business. And at Neighborhood Ace, they're always ready to talk about the latest Hillmen victory at Neighborhood Ace Hardware.
The Painter family has been taking care of feeding Nevada County families since 1959, and in October will celebrate 50 years of service to you. At both locations of SPD, you'll always find USDA choice beef and a full-service meat department, a complete deli section, produce department, post office, and everything else that makes SPD so special. SPD Markets, hometown proud, where your neighbors shop.
Personal trainer Michael Strong has a new way for you to be healthy. It's getfitright.net, the personal trainer that comes to you. Speed, strength, agility, and stamina can all be increased with regular workouts, and Michael Strong tailors each one to you. So be healthy with the help of Michael Strong and
GetFitRight.net. Woo!
in Grass Valley. The Hauser family reminds you if it's round, rubber, and it rolls, then you're sure to find it at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. From regular car and truck tires to small specialty tires for your trailers and golf carts, you can trust Plaza Tire has the tire for you. They stake their reputations on it every day. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs, in Penn Valley, Nevada City, and in Colfax.
Listen to Bob Burge, and the crowd is all excited about that. Some of them wanted to see the rematch with Lincoln, but they'd rather have a home game, and it looks like Placer's going to have that home game next Friday night. Going up by 20 here with 1:24 to go, and Lincoln trailing by 16 points. The Hillmen will not get a chance to avenge that loss with Lincoln if that score should hold up for Sonora. But the Hillmen probably will take it, having a third home game. It's good for the gate, good for the community, good for the program. And here's the kick by Cameron Southward, and I think he's just got his 19th touchback of the year, and he has. Cameron Southward, what a great leg he has shown this year. He has, count them, 3 field goals tonight, one from 27, one from 31 in the third quarter, and then one from 29 in the fourth quarter.
The penalty? No.
87 yards worth of field goals from Cameron Southward in this ballgame. First time all year he's kicked, I believe, more than one field goal in a ballgame. He's got 3 tonight. He's got the hat trick. All right, so the Hillmen with a bunch of fresh shirts out there on defense right now, and one of them, though, is Jared Weaver, and Weaver sacks Bach for a loss as Bach was sprinting out right to pass and just had no time to do it. Weaver was is not one of the new uniforms out there. I'm just looking. Esteban is out there, and we're seeing it's kind of difficult to pick up the numbers in the fog. Sorry, folks, we keep telling you that, but the Hillmen lining up out there, and in motion is Van Leer to the far side. Back to passes Bach in his own end zone, slips and falls, and gets a few yards, maybe not quite to his own end zone. Maybe he was about the 2 or 3 and came forward, and so they will mark this one, according to the official on the near side, at about the 7-yard line, thereabouts.
Okay.
And it's 22 seconds, the clock ticking. Calaveras will try one last play, maybe look for the hook and ladder. Bach back to pass from his own end zone, throwing downfield, and the pass is complete, I think, but that's going to do it. That will do it. The clock will stop momentarily until they reset the chains, unless that pass was incomplete, and it was incomplete. And I see Jake Turney with a quick shake of the hand to Troy McCann. I think it was McCann, offensive lineman. And they should, since the pass was incomplete, we'll have 3 more seconds. And now there's a timeout. Calaveras, I believe, called timeout.
How nice.
So Eric Rodarty will go out and talk to Cody Combs on defense and the Hillmen on defense. And Cody Albright is out there at a linebacker position. Cody, somebody who's been following, coming back from injury. Keith Quinn. Cody Combs is out there. Cameron Southward is out there too as a deep insurance. Aaron Maddox still playing out there, and this proud Calaveras Redskins offense is huddled up in their own end zone, and I'm not sure if that is a Coach Weatherby with him, but what a great guy he is. A nice guy, gave us some time, and you can tell he cares about these kids. One of the things that made him the happiest, he says, this is a group of kids that actually like each other. They hang out together. He says, we didn't have some of that last year. This year, much nicer group, much nicer atmosphere around the team. And he said they really genuinely got each other this far, and he's very proud of his team, as is Joey Montoya. Both coaches coming back to their high schools to where they graduated. And then, classy thing to do here, Bach takes a knee, actually took the snap, turned around, looked at white hat, and Russell Bennett said, you have to take a knee. And Placer, showing good sportsmanship, didn't fire out and try to tackle him or anything. They take a knee, and that's the ball game. The Placer Pep Band fights on. Let's listen in. The direction of David Lawrenson, Christian Cioto, and Jackson Klopp are the drum majors. Final score, Placer 43, Calaveras 23. We're going to update you with a score from Lincoln. Going to get a score from the Del Oro game down at St. Mary's. And we'll do all of that in just a little bit. We'll step away, and we'll be back where Placer is victorious and moving on to the 3rd round of the Sac Joaquin Section Division 4A playoff, just like they moved on to the 3rd round last year. But this year, there's 4 rounds to the playoffs, so the Hillmen have to win next week to get a shot at a section championship. Who will it be against? Will it be Sonora? Will it be Lincoln? Week. St. Mary's has come back against Del Oro. We'll have to see what the final is going to be on that one. And those are the ones we really care about. NU is going to win, and so we'll see if they get a home game.
Rockland won.
Next week, Rockland won. And, Sierra Foothill League, very tough this year. And the PVL has 1 team remaining in the playoffs, and it is Placer after 4 teams started. Now, I'll tell you what. We were no way we're going to think about moving, looking past Sonora. That's a team that is playoff savvy. But the next 2 weeks are going to be tough for whoever wins, because those 2 Christian schools, Central Catholic and Modesto Christian, they have very good programs down there. So it's going to be really tough from here on out. If you're going to be the champion, you're going to have to beat 2 very good football teams back-to-back. I want to thank our sponsors, Big O Tires on Lincoln Way, for a reputation you can ride on. Give them a call across from KAHI and the State Theater. Let's thank Old Town Pizza in Auburn and in Lincoln. And we want to congratulate Lincoln and Ken Lau, the excellent coach there at Lincoln, for bringing that program back. I tell you what, that is really a success story. 1-9 last year, and the Zebras are back in things, losing in the 2nd round of the playoffs tonight. Anchor Roofing, Steve Zapatil in Auburn on Borland. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Anchor Roofing. Anderson Sierra Pipe in Auburn, 49 at Nevada Street. And Tango Frozen Yogurt. Thank you again, Lisa Swishley. You have brought smiles to everybody's face here in the press box. Our other sponsors during the year have been Auburn Ford, Dr. Bill Kirby, City Councilman, Beach Hut Deli, and Easy Way Driving School. We want to thank them. We want to thank Magnuson's Auburn Toyota as well, because without them, we can't bring this game to you. So visit them this week and say, hey, thanks for supporting Hillmen football on AM 950 KAHI. For Rick Willaby and for Matt Folsom, I'm Pete Dufour, And just saying good night, everybody, and we'll see you next week from Lefevre Stadium on AM 950 KHAI.